Dude's Nerdery, Ochre Studios. Hey there, Sean Solo 8, Salacious, Rum. Together, we're unstoppable. We are, of course, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. That's right, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD. What am I gonna unbox next? What's that MoNKey-LiZaRD doing? Hulk smash. Sean's just a regular Casey Jones, y'all. He's the dude, and that's what you call him. Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. That's right, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRd. He's the dude. If you're into the whole brevity thing, Ochre Studios, he's gonna smash it, y'all. Don't forget Sean Solo, he's coming in hot. Of course there's a MoNKey-LiZaRD, his name's Salacious Rum. Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. That's right, Freeman and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. A Dude's Nerdery, Ochre Studios, Sean Solo 8, Salacious Rum.
All right, welcome everybody.
Well, that was a long intro.
I enjoyed it.
I almost went and got a sandwich.
That was awesome. It was all me. Four times.
Nice, and it's convenient because you're saying Sean's coming in hot and he's not here yet. But anyways, let's welcome everybody. This is 3 Minute and a MoNKey-LiZaRD, and what we got is in the top right of your screen. We got the leader of the MoNKey-LiZaRD army, Salacious Rum.
Right. That's right. I am the leader. I'm a bit tired today because I've been telling all you humans how to behave on YouTube, putting out messages. I think I'm going for president next, to be honest, Vern. I'm going for president.
Nice. And I think you're going to make it. Down in the bottom left here, we got coming out of his basement somewhere in America, we got the Dude's Nerdery with the best action figure displays in America.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday night.
Hi, dude.
And as you can see, we got Christian down here in the bottom, and he's our guest tonight, and he's got his own channel on YouTube. It's Smuggler's Canyon.
Hi there, how we doing? Thanks
Hi, Christian.
on, guys.
Welcome to the show, Christian. It's great to have you.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Although I know you were Seamoles. You're Seamoles to me. You'll always be Seamoles to me, Christian.
Thanks, Salacious.
Nice. And then here's my channel. If you guys haven't seen it, you're here already. So, make sure you subscribe to everybody's channels so that you can not miss a beat. So let's see. Right now we got some people in the chat. You got Apprentice Ewok.
Hi, Brandon.
Love the song.
What's up, buddy?
Here we got OT.
Hello,
Hello.
OT.
How are you?
Hello there.
You got Jonathan here saying good evening.
Hello, Mr. Jonathan.
Red Ranger Chris.
I like
What's up,
Chris.
Chris?
No,
Hey.
he's
Thanks for coming on.
He's a nice person, Chris.
Vintage Toy Rush.
No,
Is that
it's
Mr.
Dave.
Rush? Mr. Rush.
What's up,
Hello,
Mr.
Dave.
Rush?
And oh, look at that. You got some Monkey Lizard Army love there.
Yeah, OT's one of the members of the MoNKeY-LiZaRD Army acolytes. They're a
Nice.
small band of loyalists.
And you got Josh. Hey, Josh.
He's the leader of the
Josh.
acolytes. Mr. Josh is the leader of the
What's
acolytes.
up, Josh? There we
Hello,
go.
Josh. Hello, Mr. Josh.
I think I didn't miss anybody. And, we're still waiting on the last member of the 3 Men and the Monkey Lizard. Let me throw up his channel. He's not here. He's invisible today. He might be out celebrating his birthday, though, because it was birthday, right? Yesterday?
It was.
Yeah,
That's totally possible.
All right, so he just messaged me, and he says he's on his way. He says he's going to be here soon.
Coming in
But
hot.
Christian, welcome to the channel. You want to
Thank
tell us
you.
about your channel, how you got started?
Yeah. So thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it. I sort of, much like I would assume most of you guys, I sort of started toy collecting a number of years ago, and my collection was for just me. I didn't share it with anyone. I had a lot of friends who would see the bits and pieces that I was picking up, and they would sort of say that it was cool and whatever, but no interest actually whatsoever. And I sort of started an Instagram channel page, and started posting up pictures of things that I was buying. At that time, it was exclusively Star Wars. I started off collecting vintage Star Wars because that's what I picked up when I was a kid, and then it sort of just exploded over the last sort of few years. And you'll sort of see behind me this detolf here is sort of primarily vintage Star Wars, and then everything else is sort of Dino Riders, Batman the Animated Series, TMNT, Aliens. Look, there's all sorts of bits and pieces in there. I sort of I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for quite a while. I did have one which was Sea Moles, which I left for sort of artwork, and I wanted to have one that was specifically for my toy collecting because I don't really post anything on the artwork channel anyway. And I just sort of in the last few months thought I really should do this. And actually, Luke from Reynolds Reviews, who I believe you guys might have on in the future, he actually said to me, you really should just go and do it. Stop procrastinating, get out of your own headspace and do it. So I did. And I'm loving it. The only thing I'm finding is, how do you guys have the time to do it? I seem to be editing constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you guys keep on top of it. And the other thing is that
I'm happy to do 1, maybe 2 videos a week. I mean, totally.
Well, I'm struggling with that.
So Sleeping just did a video the other day, and he said, you got to treat it kind of like a part-time job. But I mean,
absolutely.
But if you treat it that way, you got to make sure you're enjoying it.
You got to enjoy it. Yeah.
This is it. Yeah. I mean, sorry.
That's okay. So Mark at Blue Harvest.
No, dude, we encourage tangents. It's totally cool. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Josh Whalen's
just accept and write it out. What's up, Josh?
Yeah.
Hi, Josh. I'm
Luke
always
from,
going on a tangent.
Hey, Luke.
I'm always on tangents. Hi, Luke.
Hey, big thanks again to Luke for having Salacious and I on his podcast earlier today, man. That was a lot of fun to hang out and talk.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
It was a glorious afternoon of toy banter.
It was.
All right, so I haven't hosted in a while, so I'm kind of like trying to.
Well, it's okay. I've got a load of questions here.
So, I have a few as well. Do you want to go first, Salacious?
So I want to know what's, if any, what are the current top 3 foci that you've got, or is that too limited? Because you've got so many ranges there. What are you collecting at the moment? What's on the smuggler's mind at the moment?
It's a bit of a nightmare because effectively, as I say, I used to focus exclusively on Star Wars, and I actually used to collect the movie line. And the movie line gets hated on a lot.
No, I love it. I love the 5 POA. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
I collected all of those smugglers. So yes,
yes. In my opinion, and we might get shot down because I'm showing the Last Jedi figure as the first thing, but this figure here, I think, is one of the best 5 POA movie line figures in recent history. It's got that helmet. It's got a detachable flight helmet as well. All of these sort of the face mask, the oxygen mask there, like all of the sort of intricate sculpting and the paint application of that. I mean, I just love these movie line figures, and like this guy here, like
Radis.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, we lost your audio there.
Have you lost me?
We lost your audio.
I can hear him fine.
Yeah, I could hear him.
Can you? Awkward. Sorry,
it's just me.
It's just you. He's fine.
And then, sort of when they stopped.
Maybe it's me.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
You are showing.
I can hear you fine.
Then you are showing as muted.
Yeah, he's just muted.
Oh.
He's testing his audio, I think.
All right.
I think I have to lose my. Hopefully that sounds okay. I lost my earbud, I think.
You sound good to me. But yeah. So then they stopped the movie line, which I found personally pretty heartbreaking, considering there was only one film technically to go.
Yes.
So I moved over to the vintage collection.
Yeah.
And I sort of pick up the ones that I like. I'm not a completist by any stretch. And that's kind of it as far as sort of picking up modern Star Wars is concerned. But I've sort of started moving over to other things, like I've recently started picking up some of these G.I. Joe classifieds, which I wasn't ever going to do. The Marvel Retro collection, I've started picking those up. But as far as modern is concerned, that's kind of it. Everything else is vintage. Everything that you can see behind me in the cabinets is vintage. Hi, Sean.
What's up,
Sean?
Christian? Sorry,
Hey,
I'm late.
Sean.
I didn't mean to ruin your party. I just had such.
It's so good. Happy birthday! Happy belated
Yeah,
birthday!
happy birthday! Yeah,
Happy birthday!
You guys
Happy
rock.
birthday, buddy.
You guys rock.
All right, so
yeah,
But I was watching some of the show, and I heard about your vintage collection behind you. Well, real vintage. So very, very interesting so far. I've been watching.
cool, man.
Christian, you brought up a Batman animated series. So can you tell me are those from way back then, or are these re-released? Because I'm actually rewatching it right now on the HBO Max app. I'm almost to the end of season 1. I love that cartoon. I put it right up there with X-Men animated series.
Yeah, I mean it's fantastic, and the really strange thing, well, not strange, but the nice thing about this line is the fact that it's pretty much the only line that my missus actually has any interest in, because she loved the cartoon as a kid.
Oh, that's cool.
Everything else, no interest whatsoever. Except the Marvel stuff. She's a big fan of Marvel, much more than I. But yeah, basically just that top shelf up there. You probably can't really see it, but it is modern. They only came out, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. It's the DC collectibles range. Does that ring true? Yeah. And I wasn't looking at buying them at that time. As I say, I was exclusively picking up Star Wars the movie lines, and I saw one hanging in Toys R Us, and I just thought that it looked amazing. The figures themselves, I don't know if you've seen any up close, but they have like almost a matte finish to them, and the sort of way the paint's been applied, they look animated. They look truly animated, and they come with like little foot stands, which are based on illustrations, turnarounds from the animation. And
cool.
just beautiful. They really are.
Dude,
they come with little
you
acrylic
should totally
stands.
do a video on that.
I did.
It's already up. All right, cool. I will watch.
I'm sure you
I'll
did
watch
see
that
it
too.
Awesome,
Yeah,
dude. All right, that's on
I
the
saw
watch list
it.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I studied film and animation at uni, so seeing the sort of the artwork that it comes with on that stand, it really did sell it for me. And yeah, when you've got a few of them together, they look amazing. I picked them up really cheap here as well in like a discount store, like Salacious, you'll know B&M.
Yeah.
They were less than a tenner each. I mean, it's crazy.
It's funny some of the stuff that B&M get, isn't it? They get some like they had for a while before the lockdown the Stranger Things figures, and yeah, they get some random stuff. I think it's part of the look of going into the right B&M at the right time to see what they've got.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, absolutely. And you have to sort of go into different ones if you want to try and track down specific figures. Because I was picking figures up from B&M. You know, all of you guys will see this with scalping and stuff. But I would go into a store and they'd be like less than a tenner. If you can't find the figure you want, you go on eBay. They're 3-4 times that price.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, those Stranger, just so you know, those Stranger Things figures, those ones that are like 4 inches or whatever.
Yeah.
They came in 3-packs. They were super cheap when they first came out. Like here, if I did a diorama with my granddaughter, we put the figures in there and added some lights and made it look like the living room scene. Somebody left me a comment, "Hey, where do you get those?" And I went to go look, and it's like they're like $100 for the 3-pack on Amazon.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, they just shot up, and I was like, oh, I should have left those in the packages.
I remember going into B&M just before the lockdown, and finding that whole line in B&M. You know, they're like 3 3/4 Strange Things, aren't they? Like on a card back, quite a nice card design. They were so cheap. They were only like 3 or 4 quid. So I picked up the whole line, and I can't remember exactly what they look like because I put them straight into storage as soon as I bought them. But that's interesting.
They did do some variants as well where they were upside down and they were in the upside down.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So we're slowly coming out of the lockdown now in England, smugglers. So Christian. So looking forward to. Are you a fan of the toy fairs over here? Have you partake in any of them at all?
Well, it's a bit of a weird one. I've never been to a proper toy fair. So I've only been to a local, what they class as a toy fair, which was just filled with dinky and trains.
Yeah.
Occasionally you'll get lucky and there'll be one stall. But yeah, aside from that, I've never been to a big toy fair. So, as a result of this community and the last sort of 12 months, I'm 100% hoping to get to Echo Base Live. Yeah. And I definitely want to get to the NEC this year.
100%. Yeah, it's going to be so strange because I've gone to the NEC in particular for years, but I was always a bit of a YouTube lurker, before I had a YouTube, and even now I've got a YouTube. People don't know what Bob Rum looks like, so
this is true.
So the first NEC,
there is a secret video on the internet out there.
Is there? So the first NEC, if the NEC's back, there's normally one Boxing Day, which was always brilliant. Little Salacious is looking forward to it because he's not been before, so he will be on top of Bob's shoulder, and I have met Aaron from Empire Toys and Andy before, but I was a little bit like starstruck when I met them previously. I was like, "Oh, I've seen you on YouTube before," and sort of mumbled out some incoherent words and then ran off.
Ran away.
Yeah. So this time it'd be nice having a proper chat, and it'd be good.
Yeah,
be
definitely.
really good to catch up with you guys. Like the English contingent in NEC and definitely on Echo Base for sure.
100%. I mean, the best thing that's come out of the last 12 months is this online community that's formed. And I mean, understandably, it's been forced upon us, so to speak. But, you know, I was talking to my missus about this the other night, and it's amazing because I am speaking daily to people I have never met in person. And they've become legitimate friends, you know, and that's really special. Like, I mentioned on Toy Division, this is only my second live stream ever. My first was actually 3 days ago on Toy Division. I had a little 10-minute slot. And I mentioned on there, oh, cheers. And yeah, I mentioned on there that it's almost got to the point whereby it's a bit cringy hearing people talk about how special the community is and how lucky we are. But it's actually legitimate. It's genuine. This is, as far as I'm aware, this is the first time this has happened in our history. You know, like we're literally talking cross continents at the moment, and it's like we're sat in the same room. It's unbelievably special.
Yeah.
And you're talking to people about stuff that you like that nobody else in your house wants to talk to you about.
Absolutely. Exactly. Yeah.
Sean, in my town, Sean. Sean, please say that again, Sean. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it is that bad. I did get a cool birthday gift from one friend that I got into collecting because I bought him. You know, when Luke Skywalker and Stormtrooper disguise was on clearance at Target for like $7, but I bought like 5 of those, and I give them out as gifts to non-collectors because some of these figures. But he's addicted now. He constantly buying them when he sees them. It's great. So.
You're like a drug dealer, man.
Yeah,
like first one's on me.
Yeah.
We were pushing on Luke earlier today on this podcast.
Oh, we were, man. We were like a focus group for why he should collect. Start collecting.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
It is.
So Josh Whalen, he says basically like this is his favorite part of the week, so he loves hanging out with us. So
awesome.
I really appreciate that comment.
Thank you, buddy.
Love watching his collection and.
Yeah, and it
cool
goes right along with what we're talking about right now, right? Because here we are hanging around talking 100%. About our favorite stuff.
That's why speak up in the comments, guys. You know, on every show, you know, we'll drag you into here, and we'll just talk toys. And I love Salacious's new tune. Has everybody heard that yet?
We played this as the intro today.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. So epic, man. I love
it. They kind of had no choice.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yep. Bringing out the toys to play. Bringing out the toys to play. I love it, man.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, hi, Paul. Hi, Mr. Paul. Thanks for coming.
Paul is the Barry White of toy collecting. He's got such a smooth voice.
He has.
Yeah, he's a great
really
guy
cool
to the community, too. He sent me a merman, you know, free of charge. Nice guy.
What? Do you need my address? No, I'm just kidding.
I've seen him help several people. I'm not sure who else he had helped, but he's a good man. And he's in Phoenix. So me and him actually talked about getting together. We're going to go up to Phoenix. That's what another amazing thing about the community. He's 3 hours away, and he's going to take me to some toy shops, and, you know, we'll film it and make a video out of it. It'd be really
that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. You were definitely was a 12-inch intro today. I will cut it down for future episodes, but I couldn't resist. I said to Vern, "Play the whole thing, Vern."
It's just brilliant.
I didn't give him any choice, so.
Yeah. Rum was trying to force us all to dance for that video.
I know. I'm going to work my magic at some point. I'll get my way eventually.
Well,
I'm just going to try to.
Yeah, the dude saved me on that one because he was like, I don't dance, I don't do this. And I was like, well, yeah, me too, I'm out. But I appreciate
I thought it would be funny if we were like, say, something like I'm holding my Boba Fett, right? And I say, here, Salacious, check it out. And then he pulls his into the screen and like he's looking at it.
Yeah, that would be pretty wicked.
You know, and then we just pass it around. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then my idea was we do like the 80s, you know, like a typical 80s intro, like they do on Too Many Cooks, where we're like doing something and then we get caught and we look up and we're surprised and then wave, you know, and they say your name.
I'm just impatient.
Salacious wanted like I could do the Zemo. I could do the Zemo.
I was like old school.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There you
I got the
go.
Zemo. There it
There you
is.
go.
I can do the
See?
Zemo. Yeah, that's it.
You
Well,
see,
that's the shabby geek then.
there's the
right
video.
there.
There's the video. If you guys, all you need to do is that for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and we've got
For
the video. Oh dear. Oh
All
dear.
right,
Yeah.
80s intros coming.
What have we done?
All right, hey, let's talk about our pickups. You want to do that?
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
get
who wants
into
to
it.
go? Who wants to go first?
Let's let Christian go first. Let's let our
right,
guest go
Christian.
first. He has
Okay.
been. He did know this. He did know this segment was coming. I think.
Yeah,
Hold on,
I was warned. I was
Let me
warned.
see if I can figure this out. Hold on.
Drag them around.
Oh, okay, let me.
It took me a while. He's
No,
trying to put
go
us
back
on the
to
side.
go
There
back
we go.
go back to the other one. Now that's
Oh,
it. There
we're
you
missing
go.
someone.
There you go.
Oh, I
You've
lost
Wait,
done it.
where's the dude?
Sweet.
I lost the dude.
Never mind. He'll come back.
No, he
He'll
dropped
come
out.
back.
He dropped out. He actually got disconnected somehow.
Oh.
I think
This is a slick operation, Christian.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Rambo.
The man, the legend. It's Hunter.
Rambo.
So you guys might recall, obviously, Dave was on your show last week, and he actually said on your program at the start that he'd found some accessories for Rambo, and he very kindly sent them across.
No
and
way.
he looks like Rambo now.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ah.
look at him.
Look at that. He is stacked. He is locked and
Quality.
loaded. He is ready to go.
Yeah,
Ah.
he's such a cool figure. So yeah, that's the first one, and probably is the most important one in my opinion. Also, I got these. I mentioned earlier. This is all down to Vern. I managed to get hold of
geez.
Nice.
wave 2 of these. It's nice as well because they came unpunched,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is kind of cool.
Just makes it extra rare for sure. Yeah.
And I managed to get these two as well.
Are you gonna put those in those
Torch
little
and Hulk. I hope
they'll
I can
fit-
find Hulk.
they'll fit in those little plastic cases that you had the Last Jedi figs in. I
Yes.
got a load of those as well.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't bother picking up the re-release of Spider-Man and Action Man because I've already got those, so I didn't see the point in picking them up again. And my understanding is the next wave they're going to be re-releasing another 2 of the original line. And then I got these. So I got this guy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh, wait.
Another
Is that
rabbit
the-
hole.
Is that the exclusive one? Cobra
Yeah,
Island?
the Cobra Island one.
I can't find that thing anywhere.
I must admit, I got very lucky with this because these two are actually secondhand. A friend of mine got them because he wanted to get into them, and then he said to me that he wasn't actually gonna keep them. So I managed to get them for a bit of a Billy bargain, and then this guy rocked up today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks. sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't
accessories.
pass him up. Yeah, the
insane.
quantity
Yeah,
of
you
accessories and the poses, like. So after getting those, I then got this guy.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, he's nice.
And honestly, guys, if I had to pick between the modern and the vintage, this guy
Yeah.
wins.
That's
Yeah.
one of
He's
their
so
toys to
cool.
play right
He's
there.
cool.
How cool is he?
He's
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
So yeah.
It's a cool logo
That's-
as well, isn't it? That logo's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just awesome. It's on. Is it on the side? No, it's not on the side. I thought it was on the side of the boxes. Yeah. How cool is that artwork?
Oh, that's
that is
really
nice.
nice.
Oh yes. God, how much does it look like Vader there as well?
That's
So
very
good.
good.
Very
Wow.
Vader-like, isn't it?
Looks
Oh
like
my God, the
concept
helmet
art is
totally
what's cool
is.
about it.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
very cool. So yeah, that's my pickups, guys.
It's a nice
That's
week,
nice.
man.
That Cobra Island Trooper is the reason why I am not collecting every G.I. Joe classified, by the way. There was
All right.
no way for me to find it. So I ended up canceling like a whole bunch of these like figures that I had on pre-order because I was like, why am I going to get all the rest of them if I can't have a complete collection?
Well, I decided that I wanted to just get like the Cobra Troopers that I liked the look of, and everywhere over here is sold out of the normal Cobra Trooper. So I have found somewhere that has a pre-order for that. Hopefully that comes in.
That'd be nice.
But like I'm not going to be able to get hold of Firefly. That's sold out everywhere and going for mega money already. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go ahead.
Look at their faces.
Right.
Look at their faces.
I know.
Look at it.
Not everybody at once, okay?
All right. First, I'll show birthday gifts I got yesterday, and I totally didn't want to get into these, but he did it. I ended up getting.
Oh yes.
Now I'm
yeah.
in big trouble.
He's in. You're in.
But,
He's in. Oh, Shredder. Is it Shredder?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he basically
amazing.
said there was nothing in the store that I didn't have. So, and he was right. So now I'm gonna have to get the turtles to go with that. But that is
Now
you
so
have to.
sweet.
You
that
you
is
must.
sweet.
Absolutely.
Look at that
epic,
armor.
man.
Look at his armor.
I know it's
Super
insanity,
shredder.
man. And
Man,
his
he is-
eyes are definitely odd. But yeah, that's sweet.
He's hench as well.
I don't know if I showed last week, but of course I got the. Did I show those
Jawa.
already?
Yeah.
I don't know if you
50th
did show the
anniversary.
Jawa. Did you get the Greedo? Have you got the Greedo as well?
No, that's
That's
the only
the
one
chip,
I'm
yeah.
waiting on, which
Yeah.
absolutely sucks. And of course I got Kenobi. So
It's yours.
absolutely beautiful. I don't think I'll be opening that.
No.
And then yesterday, finally, the last one I needed in my clone army.
Oh,
nice.
Is that a wolf?
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finally.
Oh, look at his visor. I love that visor.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet. Pretty damn sweet, man.
But mine has been pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store for like 5 months. I'm waiting for them to release it, man. That figure is awesome.
And then
Yeah,
these came yesterday. This I was
Archive.
super excited about that.
Yeah.
So, but
Sweet.
he looks so wicked, man. Look at that guy.
Bamford toothpick.
Just love him, man. This guy looks rocking.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
one of
great
the best
design.
troopers.
Such a good design.
That was
Yeah.
like right around when Black Series just started too, So I think he's valuable
Some
and
of the
hard to get. But
cracking
this guy
thing.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hover
We
tank
just
driver.
seen
Yeah.
him in looks like the
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then of course I got a Death Trooper.
The
I just bought the
Death.
whole wave.
Yeah.
But hold on, guys, I ain't done.
Badassery.
I got a nice Muto
Ooh.
run, but I ended up pulling the trigger on She-Ra.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that one.
Yeah, she's rocking. I don't know if I showed him last week or not, but man,
Man of many faces. He's cool.
this one was.
Be careful
cool.
Be careful with him though. He's a bit two-faced.
Oh yeah,
Oh yes.
Ninja.
Ninja.
Yeah, this guy's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool, and it looks like he comes with a different comic than the others. And of course, Roboto. This guy was
Nice.
dope.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah. I was gonna pass on those, but it was like to the point where I have almost a full collection. And this
So you
came
might as well
today.
have the full collection.
Yeah, absolutely. But I got my case of TVC vintage collection finally. So do you know what that means, right? You know what that means, right?
Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Boba.
wicked.
Smooth.
In all new 3.75 ankle rockers, which Imperial Communique doesn't understand what they're for, but I'll show him in my video. Wow, that dude is gonna pose.
Wow. Wow.
No,
Setting
I'm
the
gonna
challenge
see-
there.
Let me show you who else comes. You can
Challenge
get Leia.
laid.
And the
Yes.
face is actually really beautiful, And the
Smoochy,
card
yeah.
looks great.
smoochy.
That does look good.
But her body, I mean, look what is going on, man.
Yeah.
Little-
She's got a bit of a mot's going on there.
And if I flip it around, you'll see you get a dupe Boba Fett in this case, and that's why I bought
Nice.
the case. It was a no-brainer for me.
okay,
You
well-
get 2 Boba Fetts.
Send you my address.
Yeah. I might
Has-
keep that one, Vern. I don't know.
Has the orange pill shown up anyway?
And this is the new one. No, they're the yellow pill. I was hoping it'd be an orange pill, but no. But But yeah, this guy's cool. Well, it's a girl now. We found out, right? Thanks to
I
Tez.
loved Tez's love video. That
Yeah.
cracked
That was
me
pretty
up.
funny.
That
But,
was so funny.
That was a good
So is
laugh.
this like legit Snaggletooth then? That's Snaggletooth, right?
I think it is, but
And this is
didn't-
cool. Victoria opened that
Yeah,
for us
she
on
did.
That's
our
awesome.
show. But
She
yeah,
did.
man, that is pretty sweet. Looking forward to that cute little dude. He comes 2 per case, so I got 2 of him.
Sean's back to normal, isn't he? With his
Yeah, no kidding.
with his
Wow.
Sean payload.
Yeah, and then you get
Sean's
2 of
dropping
these,
bombs.
which sucks. You know, you don't really need 2 of these, do you? But Grief Karga. So this will be the peg warmer, right here.
Probably. I've seen him at Target, actually.
And then that's it. So pretty nice haul, huh?
Nice haul.
It's pretty good.
Definitely.
Sean's back with the mother payload.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, talking about the Ninja Turtles, right? I was looking for that musical mutagen tour pack that they came out last year. It was supposed to be the Comic-Con exclusive or whatever, but it went to Target. And the only reason why I would have started is if I could have got that, because way back in like the 90s, I was working at Six Flags Magic Mountain when they were doing their musical tour. And I remember when they came to the park, they had to get a whole bunch of people to go do security and stuff. It was so funny. So I saw it. I saw the tour. All right, who's next? You want to go, dude, or Salacious? Or do you guys want me to go?
The dude's going. The dude's going.
I can go.
Go on.
All right.
Go, dude.
Yeah.
Go, dude.
All right. So first up, video I put out yesterday is the new
Wicked.
deluxe Boba Fett versus the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. So again, big thanks to Vern for the heads up. Target had a spend $100, get $25 off promotion, and they had pick up in store for 2 of these figures. So I grabbed them, and then I also added some of the upcoming Marvel Legends Villains Wave to it to get over 100, and then got $25 off. So I got to cancel some Hasbro Pulse pre-orders, and I picked up this dude, and then so I'm so grateful, man. Check out that flamethrower.
He's no good to me dead.
Updated body
Yeah.
sculpt, and then check out how sweet the flame effects are coming out of the jetpack.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yes.
I'm smitten. And then what was cool is when I went to the Target, I went in the Target aisle, and I also picked up
Target.
the hover tank trooper.
Congratulations, sweet.
So found him live, and then
Oh yeah, I'd like a couple
Nice.
of those. I have another one pre-ordered.
yeah.
Hoping to
So
get
I
2.
they actually had 2 of each of these figures there, but I only grabbed these 2 because I already had the Shore Trooper and Death Trooper. So I was pretty excited to add these. And then right before we started, I got a package in the mail. So I thought we could play a little game of how did they arrive. So this is a box from Best Buy. So you guys want to play the game? All
We
right,
do.
First,
We do. We
toy
want to play.
gods. Please, toy gods, be merciful. All right, ready?
Oh.
Let's
Yeah.
see. So no bubble wrap.
Ooh.
Oh no!
No
Oh, you
bubble
got
wrap.
Qui-Gon though.
That's brutal.
Dude, now look at that. Look how much space is in there. So no bubble
You
wrap.
got a
So
nice ride.
Don't-
it
any
looks all right.
damage?
So we got
It's all right.
Qui-Gon.
Yes.
Ooh, and it's like reflective, huh?
I like it. Yeah. Oh wow, this is awesome. This is just like the old packaging. Check that out,
Oh man, that's epic.
dude. His robe is weathered too.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him, man.
Has it
Green
got
lightsaber.
a foil backing?
Yeah,
It
looks
it's
as
like
if
a
it does,
shiny
yeah.
backing.
Nice. That's nice. I
It's
like
like
this.
those
Dude,
two
look at that.
exclusives.
Look at that face sculpt.
Yeah, the mall and the what was the other
Yeah.
one?
Awesome. All right, so this card
Obi-Wan,
actually,
I
for
think.
not being bubble wrap, looks good. All right, next up.
Oh,
Roger,
cool. You got the Battle
Roger,
Royals.
Roger,
Roger.
Roger.
I've got like 8 of them already, so I skipped him this time.
I only have one, and it was the GameStop version, so I wanted this one. So I was real happy to pick this guy up.
Yeah, they're great. Beautiful on that card.
And then we got another one to
Another?
keep in card and one to open
Sweet.
for the shelves. Yep. You guys know I like my cards. And then the
And
last
he's still
one.
in stock, which is
The boy is
crazy.
to be trained. The boy is to be trained.
Oh yeah,
There he
I
is.
picked him up too.
Mm.
Mace Windu.
Yeah, that is just an amazing like replica. You know,
Yeah.
crazy.
That is incredible. And these cards are awesome. So, I mean, they're going to look sweet on the wall.
Yeah.
Very, very
Yeah,
happy.
we
So
did,
despite not being, these actually came in good condition, not having
Yeah,
bubble
they did.
wrap.
Yeah, they did.
So thank you, toy
Thank you.
gods.
Oh,
We'll give you some rum, just like Jobu. Wow, these are
Sweet.
sweet. Oh
Yeah,
my
they
gosh,
are.
those cards are really nice. They're a bit sturdier, those cards as well, aren't they? Because
they're
the
definitely
the foil's
they're-
over a card, isn't it? So
the foil's over it, but the cardboard is sturdier than those. Like
Yeah.
those are very flimsy. Like this is a hefty cardboard. So
yeah,
but I mean, look at that picture of Maul on there too. That
Yeah.
is, these are gorgeous.
dude's gonna
Great
need a
week.
new wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Who was that? Was that Dave?
Yeah, it's
It's gonna tie the room together. It's gonna tie the room together.
we're gonna probably start expanding this way into the basement with
Nice.
the cards. I think we're ready. Yeah, dude. Happy
All
dude
right.
here.
He's
Awesome.
got
All right,
his.
who's up next?
All right.
Vern,
Near you, Salacious. You want me to go?
go for it.
All right. Okay, so I won't go into too much detail,
Oh boy.
but
Oh, you boys.
same shipping schedule.
Yeah, I wonder
Right.
why I'm last. That's odd. Mine still
I-
says like Tuesday.
I haven't got mine yet. I've ordered those as well. I haven't got mine yet. So,
Got
Jawa.
the Jawa. Okay. And then last week, I don't know if you guys noticed this thing went on sale.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
$9.
I had, like-
Good score. I thought you already
Yeah.
had him.
No, I didn't have it. But the interesting thing is, like about 2 weeks ago, I actually went in the store to buy it. I only had $100 bill. It's like $30 or something like that. The guy told me he wouldn't make change.
Did you tell him?
Really?
Did you tell him who you were? Listen, I am the Hulk. I am the Hulk short sensei. I don't
So
know.
he-
Before you put that away, Vern, can we have a little
Yeah.
game here? To the nearest million, how many million views will Sean's short of this Hulk get? To the nearest
You
million.
mean Vern?
Vern, sorry, what did I say? What did I say?
1.74. 1.74.
1.74
I
million
don't-
with the dude. Christian, how many million views will Vern get with this short on the Hulk?
2.5.
2.5.
see.
Sean,
I'm gonna hit the 3. Just that
3.
3. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to say probably not even. I think those first couple just got really lucky. But I did want to show off the Boba Fett again because
Yeah.
I did make some modifications. I pulled the helmet off for my video.
Yeah.
I was going to paint it. Actually, I did paint it, but I did something different with my Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. There's Vern in there. Is
It's
that
Vern.
That's awesome.
No,
Closer
it
to the
isn't.
camera. Closer to the
Yeah.
camera. It is. That is Vern.
That is so
Dude,
funny.
that's fantastic.
It is.
Oh, that is so
Oh
funny.
my gosh! All right,
You're crazy. You're
Brilliant.
crazy.
That
You're
is
crazy.
All
Man,
right.
are they on
All right.
are they on pre-order? The Vern Fets.
Yeah.
Are they available?
Yeah, something like that. All right, you ready, Salacious?
Oh, I'm dreading this. I'm dreading this, to be honest, because I'm going to get some stick here. I'm going to get some stick.
Uh-oh.
Well, to be fair, we did have a motherload of Black Series last week, and this week I have spent the most amount of money on a vintage figure that I ever have, and I was supposed to free figures. In fact, I told you about them a while ago. These variant crumbs that have got really weird paint defects and have cost me an arm and a leg. However, they're not here. So I've got to what I have got to show you. I'm going to get some stick for. First thing is, I might not get some stick for this, but I bought the Shuttle Tidarium Lego sets. It isn't a massive one, but I managed to acquire a £50 gift voucher from Amazon from somewhere that I'm not going to tell you, and I'm gonna live stream building this. I thought I want to try a live stream of Salacious trying to attempt to build Lego. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do it. I'm trying to rope the dude in to do it with me. I'm trying to get the dude to buy a set, and then we both build it at the same time. So that's
an old
that.
code, but it checks out.
Yeah.
Say again, sorry.
It's an old code, but it checks
It's
out.
an old code.
Oh, right,
but it
yeah,
checks out.
Right now, don't all get at me, because I do collect these, and Salacious's Earth Mum collects them for us, and Salacious hasn't seen his Earth Mum for a while. Salacious's Earth Mum is my mum, basically. We haven't seen her for a while, and she does collect these for us. And then she dropped around the other day an enormous box full of Funko Pops.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I've got a big stack of Funko Pops, and I have got quite a few of these. So I love them. So here we go. We've got
beautiful.
We've got Ahsoka, and I'm doing shorts and all these at the moment. So I've just done the Ahsoka one. These Knights of Ren. What a lost opportunity, because there's some crazy Knights of Ren designs here that we never got to see what these guys were really about.
They could do a Disney Plus show on them.
Yes, they could. Q9 from The Mandalorian, and then here's one of the other. I think I'm missing. I don't know how many Knights of Ren there were. I'm missing maybe a couple, so I have to track those down. This Jawa is like in this special case. I think it's because he's got light up eyes, so he's a bit of a special one. Look at this. Look at the Gamorrean. He's quite cool.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got Grief Karga. What's his famous line? What was his line? Bounty hunting's Bounty hunting's a dangerous profession.
Complicated
profession. Then the Volptex is quite a cutie. These things weren't very popular, I don't think, but my Earth Mum's found these on the cheap, I think, and they're happily going into the collection. So Han and Greedo, and then Obi-Wan and Maul.
Oh, nice.
And then this is the child with some eggs. So child looking at eggs.
That almost got canceled, that toy.
Okay. So, and then Leia at Echo Base, which I just did a short on the other day, with a crazy remix of Madonna Frozen by a guy called Sixter. Check it out. It's only a 30-second short, but it's an absolutely amazing remix of that track. So you know how I like my music. So that is my pickups, my strange pickups. I don't have what I was expecting to show you, which was an unpainted Crumb Kenner figure, and then an earless Crumb, but I'll have those next week for you. So an unusual week for pickups, but we're happy and we'll take the stick. We don't mind. We like our Funko Pop collection, regardless of whatever you say. Yeah, I like my Funkos. Like my Funkos. It's good. It's good. Funkos are good. Remember, you're supposed to after I speak, you're supposed to laugh. That's better.
You gotta say something funny. Come on.
That's better. For sure, that's better. For sure.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
All right. You guys want to talk about what you're watching, or you guys want to keep talking about toys?
Well, toy news
wait a minute. Week? You know what?
Toy news.
Dude, did you have a story you wanted to tell us?
Oh, yeah. All right. Quick funny story. So Mrs. Dude, a couple of days ago, before I got these figures, she was at Target, and I said, hey, can you do me a favor? And I need two things. I said, can you look in the Star Wars aisle and just take a picture if they have any figures there? There's a couple I'm looking for. And I said, and also pick up some more of the Russell Stovers. So she's with my 12-year-old daughter, and they're looking all over. And my daughter told me, Mrs. Dude said, I've never heard of Russell Stover. What powers does he have? And then they went and looked down the candy aisle, and I was talking about the chocolate covered marshmallows. So needless to say, there were no figures, but there were plenty of chocolate covered marshmallows that came home that day. So
nice.
that was my little toy hunting story.
That's cool.
Oh, that put tears in my eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of powers do those have?
What kind of power does he have?
You get enough sugar, it knocks you out.
By the way, these I will say, all right, this might be a fun transition for those of us who are going to party down with a lot of sugar tomorrow for Easter. But I would say the Russell Stover's chocolate covered marshmallows might be my number one draft pick if I was doing an Easter candy draft. These are exquisite.
Nice.
What would you guys draft off the board first? Same with you guys watching. No thoughts? No one likes candy?
I like chocolate. Anything chocolate for me.
I'm a like the Sour Patch stuff.
We need to catch up on the chat as well, by the way, Vern, because I think we're all quite a bit behind. Dave, there is a Funko Pop of Salacious B. Crumb, by the way. I've got. It won't be a surprise to anyone to know that I've got lots of these. There's a whole army of these in our collection. Sorry, anyway, it's a little segment there.
I think that the chat I was putting up as it was going along because
were you?
people were just commenting on the toys, and stuff
Okay,
like
cool.
that. Yeah.
Cool.
But
Oh yeah,
do we
was there
want
any news this week on toys? Any new announcements being dropped or?
There was the new Spidey retro card figure
Oh
that
yeah,
they
that
announced.
weird blue one, which I thought was
Yep.
an April Fool's originally.
Oh yeah,
But I guess it's serious.
They are serious, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, they had the new captain, right? Captain America
yeah.
from the Winter
Yeah.
Soldier.
Captain American.
Bit of a spoiler.
Oh,
that
and
one.
then Yakface hinted to some 4-packs, I guess. Clone Wars type 4-packs, maybe.
Really?
For Black Series, yeah. And there's a guess that it might be like Rex, Echo, and a couple
that
others.
could be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Anybody speculating what those Amazon links were for?
No.
There were some Amazon links that went up without any descriptions, and they were available to pre-order, but they didn't have any descriptions or anything on them.
I remember seeing that. Yeah. Weren't
I
those
added
for Marvel Legends too?
I have no idea. I have one on pre-order.
You just did
it. So we'll see what happens.
What if it's a 2-pack of the Christmas figures?
Oh, I think I got almost all of them. I missed I think the Target exclusive. So we got
just very sorry. Paul put a question up there about any idea on what the other 2 figures coming out. I've heard rumors that it's Echo and an off-world Jawa from The Mandalorian. Few different people have said that on. I think Boss Bounty alluded to it. I think Usual Mike's alluded to it as well.
That makes sense, and they're probably not new molds either, are they? If it's Echo, it will probably be a recycled clone, and Jawa. I think we've not long had a Jawa. I don't think in the vintage collection.
The off-world Jawas come in with the Razor Crest, so this will be a straight repack of that.
Yeah.
That's going to upset a lot of backers.
Yeah. Did you back the crest, Christian? Was that something you went in for? Oh, not allowed to say. Not allowed to say.
I did. I say it quietly because it was a bit of a weird situation. I'm not going to lie. When I initially floated the idea to my better half, I didn't get a response. I just had somebody leave the room, and then I made it work. So I wouldn't normally go in for any of this because it's a lot of money. It's far too much money for a toy, in my opinion. But I do love the look of the Razor Crest. I think it's such a beautiful ship, and there's something that looks very sort of Second World War about the design of the cockpit and stuff, like and the engines. You know, there's like something quite. Yeah, exactly. You know, and there was something about it that just pulled me to it, so I had to.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, do you know what this is? The where there are some Marvel Legends Waves leaks.
Yeah, they had some Falcon Winter Soldier leaks.
Yeah, I had seen those too.
Yeah. I mean, it's not surprising, but it's not cool. It's not cool. Yeah.
No.
And then let's see. Josh Anderson loves the Reese's eggs.
So sorry, dude. I just realised I rudely overspoke you then when you asked the question. Was the question what are we all having for Easter treats? Is that?
Yeah. What would be like your top pick for an Easter treat?
Yeah, that's tough, man.
I like Snickers.
Yeah.
Do they have Snickers eggs? I don't know.
They do have Snickers eggs. Absolutely. They have Twix eggs, Snickers eggs.
Do you guys
know if you guys... Sorry, go ahead.
Candy in the US and the UK are different, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Do you guys have Peeps?
I'd have Arrow bars if I was in the UK. I'd just love arrows, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Peeps?
No.
Like, you don't have marshmallow Peeps.
No. It's completely opposite over there.
What is it? Why is it? Come
on. They got Cadbury
cream
eggs.
It's like a stretchy marshmallow that's shaped like a chicken peep, and it's covered in like cracked sugar, and like it's in
Sugar.
different colors. And if you
Yeah.
open them and leave them out for a night, they get a little crispy. So the outside is crispy, but the inside is like soft, gooey marshmallow that you pull apart. They're fantastic.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, but it's cream eggs over here. I think cream eggs is probably a 6-pack of. You get a 6-pack of cream eggs in an egg carton. I think is like one of the. We used to have our. It's changed a bit, but do you remember, Christian, when you used to get your egg in a mug? So you get a mug in the package. I don't think they do that anymore.
Yeah.
Did you ever have that in America? You
They
get, like,
still do that here. Little gifts with mugs and stuff.
Yeah.
What the dude just described sounded a little bit like tea cakes. I don't know if you guys get tea cakes over there, but you know, in the foil, it's got thin chocolate around and it's got real gooey marshmallow on the inside, but it's got a little bit of biscuit on the bottom. I'm just thinking the top half sounds a little bit
good.
like
Over here, they're called wagon wheels, I think, or something.
Oh,
like yeah, we get wagon wheels as well.
Yeah.
Although that's the English version, but there's an American version of those.
Jammy wagon wheels. There's a special wagon wheel, isn't there? A jammy wagon wheel. It's even better.
I love
things. And whoever said the Reese's, like I love all the the cups, the eggs, like the big eggs, the little eggs. You can't go wrong with the Reese's cup.
Yeah, they're nice.
I'm a fan of the Cadbury's caramel eggs as well. I don't know if you guys get those over there.
They're good.
Well, we get the Cadbury mini eggs here, which are really good, and of course they do sell the cream eggs.
Yeah,
but I wish they would go further.
Do not sleep on the Russell Stover chocolate covered marshmallow eggs. These are legit.
You get all the best stuff. Offworld Adam was telling me about you guys can get Snickers popcorn.
I've never heard of that. What's Snickers popcorn?
Apparently, it's on American Amazon.
Oh, it's probably like melted Snickers drizzled over like popcorn or something. That's my guess.
Oh my God!
They do have good popcorn
with caramel and chocolate.
I gotta look on Amazon now. Hang on.
Yeah, apparently it's a multi-pack. There's M&M's popcorn and yeah, it sounds good.
Oh my God, there's Butterfinger popcorn, Snickers popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah, Salacious was dribbling the other night when Adam was telling us about it on the
Okay,
on
wait a minute. But it's $54 for a bag of Snickers popcorn.
I'm in.
Yeah.
$54. That's crazy.
$54.
Okay, it's a pack of 12. Sorry. Yes, for a pack of 12.
You guys get crazy stuff.
Yeah, but you're right. It's just like drizzle. It's just like chocolate drizzled popcorn.
And a monkey lizard snack. And a monkey lizard snacks. Monkey lizard snacks.
Welcome to our new show.
I want a ham and pineapple pizza egg.
Yeah, but the things I miss most are like skips, prawn cocktail skips, pickled onions.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Monster Munch? Oh,
yes, pickled onion or
roast beef.
Yeah.
Oh, roast beef. They are.
That's
a solid crisp, isn't it? You can't get just a more solid crisp.
And then they'd have tomato flavor too. I mean, just England. I mean, not England, but the States need to catch up with all that. You know.
All right. We're done talking about food because I'm kind of hungry now.
Dude, I'm staring at this chocolate covered marshmallow like.
Never mind. I was going to say you can always eat it. Then somebody might mention
do the strawberry thing.
So who? Let's see. Who's watched Invincible so far? I'm curious. Is anyone else watching that?
Is anyone watching that?
I am. Dude, it's really good. Yeah, man. It's a really good show.
So that's based on a cartoon or a comic book that's done by the guy who did The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman, right?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman. I think that was his like follow up to The Walking Dead, and then I think people thought it was going to be like a live action show, but they did it animated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's really well done. I mean, the characters are developed nicely. It's had some good story arc. Some world building. A couple good story arcs so far. Had a twist right within the first few episodes. So it's kind of it's kind of like The Boys. It's like a darker
That's what I was
tale
gonna.
on
I was gonna ask you.
superhero. Yeah, it's violent. It's definitely not. I'm not watching it with the kids at all. But I actually like it more than I like The Boys. So I would. I
Oh,
actually
really? Wow,
yeah.
that's high praise. Okay.
Yeah, so I highly recommend. So we're 4 episodes in, and I would totally binge watch. They're releasing it one every week, which is smart. But I binge watched the first 3, and then I waited a week for the 4th episode.
I'm gonna wait and binge it though. I think.
I've got to hold my hands up. I loved the season 1 of The Boys. I thought it was incredible. But after watching the first episode, or maybe the sort of first and second episode of the second season, I gave up. I found it a little bit tedious, a bit boring.
I did too.
Yeah,
I did too. I actually stopped watching probably 3 or 4 episodes in because I felt the same. And then Huey was just he's really a grating character, and it was like a lot of him whining for those first few episodes. I was like, I punted too. Did it get better in the second half of the season or no?
I would say it did. Yes.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, I really like the way the second season ended up.
Yeah, that's where
Is it
Cobra
worth
Kai
going
is
back
for
then?
me.
I mean,
Second season I've lost.
It's a personal choice. If you guys feel like you were getting lost in it and just not enjoying it anymore, then I would say no. But I didn't have that same feeling, right? So I stuck with it, and I did like the direction that it went in the end. So I'll probably stick with it.
Might be worth revisiting. But so if you like that, I definitely recommend Invincible though. So very, very well done. And like I said, it's the first 3 episodes just flew by. I was bummed there wasn't any more to watch after that.
All right, I am gonna check it out because it sounds really interesting. I think I looked at like one issue of the comic. I think I picked it up at Comic-Con when they had their big booth set up and they were promoting it or something like that. So it looks like it could be pretty good.
Can we talk about Godzilla?
Yes.
Godzilla.
I haven't seen it.
You mean
yet.
King Kong?
Look, right. I know it is what it is. So if you're a fan of the old Godzilla movies, then you basically have to accept that they were crazy. So they were crazy. The old films were crazy, all of them, and they got crazier. So you got to temper your expectations, and I thought it was awesome. So it is one giant monkey lizard movie, after all. So it is the epitome of monkey lizards. You got
it's a big giant monkey and lizard movie.
Exactly. It's all monkey lizard, and you got Mecha Godzilla being controlled by Ghidorah's dead brain.
I shouldn't have heard that.
Oh, sorry. Am I giving you a spoiler?
It's all right. No, I'll just take a break real quick. All right?
Oh,
I'll be
sorry,
right back.
Sean.
No,
Sorry,
it's all
Sean. No. I'll stop talking. I'll stop
No, it's
talking.
all right. I'm
No,
gonna
it's
watch
okay.
it tonight. I've been waiting for my daughter to come back from San Diego.
All right, I'll just say it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's it. It was a fun movie. Like
Yeah.
it just
Nothing
was an
more.
enjoyable,
I'm
fun
hyped.
movie. If it was
right back.
if you're expecting like Shakespeare in the Park or something, it's not. But if you're just going in to watch just epic brawls between Godzilla and Kong, like 100%, man, it's just a fun, enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
the only thing this movie was missing was The Rock, or Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Right? or John Cena, one of the 3, and then it would have just been like over the top. But I always think it's funny about these movies because I always go, they got all these the trained military, all these scientists, and it's a 15-year-old that has to save the world.
Yeah.
Or a kid, right? Yeah. So
It's a bit of a theme with films at the moment, though, isn't it? I got to admit, though, as a kid watching the '98 Godzilla, I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Good.
Yes.
And I enjoyed the Gareth Edwards Godzilla as well, to be honest.
I did. That was one of my. I rewatched that film quite a bit. I thought it was very clever.
That scene. Sorry, that scene at the start with his wife on the other side of the door. I know we're talking about a really minute element, but the emotion and the power in that scene was mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he got the scale wrong because Godzilla was way overscaled in that film, and they've scaled him down. They scaled him down for the second one, and then he's back at his normal, and then he's back at his normal size really for this one. So he is massively overscaled, but I just love. He got criticism for not showing enough of him, but I thought Gareth Edwards cleverly showed how immense Godzilla was in that without, overblowing it. So, but I think that's a minority. I think that's a minority position, though, to be honest. But
I'm a big fan of Gareth Edwards as well. Like, to be fair, I thought that Monsters, his first indie film, that was incredible,
amazing. I agree.
You know how they're always doing like these odes to stuff when they make a remake? One of the things that kind of caught my eye was like at the very end, they showed, I guess they were like the police or the firefighters in Tokyo, and they were in those orange outfits with the helmets. Mm-hmm. And it so much made me think of the Monster Alien team or whatever, the Matt team members from the original Ultraman.
Yeah.
And, he fought a version of Godzilla. So I felt like, oh man, are they doing some like throwback to this costuming or something like that? And then there was a guy who was in one of those outfits, and I almost felt like he was from Ultraman or something like that in the past. So I didn't know if he was like just some guy that, hey, let's do this movie or something. I don't know.
They missed a trick in this latest one, though, by having the climax in Hong Kong. It should have been in Tokyo, I think. But that's a minor nitpick, really. But
Mark
I thought...
Market Shabby Geek was like saying like, it was...
Hey, Mark.
He really enjoyed it because his kids are really into it.
Yeah.
Right? So that always makes something a little bit better, right? When you can get your whole family in there.
Yes, for sure. I think I'm gonna. I think they're collecting the. I don't know who's making the figures. Who's making the figures? Is it? It's not Bandai, is it? It's. They're not that expensive. They're on Amazon. I think I'm going to get.
Mattel?
It's Mattel, I think. Yeah, and they're not that expensive. For a electro charged Godzilla. I think I'm going to get one. They just look rad.
All right. Well,
have you seen it, dude?
Seen what?
Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just saying it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean that it was the height of Bryan Cranston, wasn't it, with Breaking Bad? So I can sort of understand that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sean's not back yet. Are we going to move on to what else we're watching? Are we going to talk about Winter Soldier? I mean, Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, or do you guys want to talk about some of these trailers? I know Dude had some trailers he wanted to talk about.
Yeah, did you guys see any of the Suicide Squad trailer?
Yes.
I only saw the first one.
Oh, there's more than one? I just saw the
there's
Red one.
Yeah, there's a PG one as well, which is probably the better one, I think.
I thought the trailer was so well done, it actually makes me want to watch that movie. Whereas I didn't.
Black Widow, we talking about now?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad one. Did you see that one?
And
I really don't know much about Suicide Squad, but it just looks like that could be a fun movie, and I like James Gunn.
I want a shark action figure. I want a Sharkman action figure for sure.
Yeah, that guy looks sweet.
Right. The only problem is they're going to be those multiverse size, and then I'm going to be into a whole new line.
Yeah, 7-inch, aren't they? Yeah, that's frustrating that they've done that. I don't know why they did that.
Well, wait, so it's a whole separate line and it's scaled differently?
The multiverse figures, the ones I showed you, I've got some of them. I've got.
Okay. Oh, those are all 7-inch. Okay.
They're 7-inch. Yeah. So I've bought a ton of them, and they're all an inch bigger than the Legends figures.
Yeah, that's like my Tifa. She's 10 inches, and I don't know what I'm going to do with her yet.
Yeah.
So.
Hyper real scale, isn't it?
No, hyper real is about 7 inches. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
When it comes to Marvel, I'm probably going to be the awkward one because I'm a fan, but I'm not like in any way an uber fan. My better half is a huge Marvel fan, but she showed me the trailer to Suicide Squad, and the first thing I found, I know that's not Marvel, by the way. Suicide Squad, I found slightly confusing because there was a Suicide Squad film literally a couple of years ago that I thought was okay. And the other thing was, I kind of, what I took from this trailer was it's a saving grace that Idris Elba is in there, because everything else felt a little bit weird. I thought the shark guy looked cool, but I didn't get the humor. I don't know if I was missing something, but the whole hand thing, I didn't entirely understand what was so funny about that. And I thought that the sort of Idris's one-liners were hilarious. And I was a little bit concerned that he might be sort of carrying the film, but obviously I don't know that much about it. So I'm sort of coming at it with a complete lack of understanding.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never read a Suicide Squad comic, and I don't know much about him at all. So it looked like it'd be a fun movie. That's and it'll be on HBO Max, which is great, because then I don't have to go see it. I can just watch it in the basement. It'll be perfect.
But any ideas why they've come out with another film so quickly?
I don't know.
I think they're trying to reboot their franchise somehow without like doing a total reboot. So that first movie was like in the same vein as like the Superman v Batman and the original, like the Zack Snyder kind of story arc. And I think what they're doing is they're just saying, let's make these movies a little bit more fun instead of like serious. That's what I think.
I don't think they know what they're doing. They're all over the place, Warner Brothers.
That's true.
But the Shark Man, the funny thing about the Shark Man, although I didn't get his hand ref joke at all, probably an in-film joke, but he's voiced by Sylvester Stallone. That's the cool bit.
Oh, is it? That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch the new Black Widow trailer?
Yeah, I'm so pumped for that.
I'm just not going to watch any more trailers till they get closer to the release of the movie. Just waited too long.
Awesome music in the new trailer. They have like that Russian orchestra singing the Avengers tune. Did you catch that? That was amazing.
That was a neat touch at the end. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that. So at least that way you can see it in the theater or Disney Plus, right? So no matter what, we're going to get to see it in July.
Yeah.
And then get to actually see the next phase of MCU movies.
Yeah, they actually showed us a lot in that trailer. I mean, they showed us a little bit more of the Taskmaster, and they showed us a lot. And that, the father, they showed us that, and I didn't know it was the dad, the Stranger Things guy.
So, dudes, who is the Taskmaster then? Is it gonna be not comic accurate, and it'll be a twist, and it's Rachel Weisz, or it's her sister, or is it somebody totally separate? What's your money on?
I think it could be any of them. I've learned my WandaVision lesson. So I'm trying not to go too deep down the rabbit hole here for another boner joke. But I think I think any of those are probable. There was a lot of chatter about it being Rachel Weisz, and if it was, that'd be awesome, man. She's phenomenal. So I'm going in open-minded and just want a good story. I'm sure whatever arc they tell, it'll be interesting. What would make it interesting? She's going to be joining
I think she's going to be part of the Black Widow squad. Like, she went to the same training school. The way this trailer made it look that way, and like maybe she's some sort of super soldier out of the bunch of those. And
that would be kind of cool.
Because they said, like, bring her back, like to bring, Black Widow back to them or something. I don't know.
Well, but I think part of it too is like Rachel Weisz was kind of like a mother figure to Natasha.
Yeah.
And then Flora, I forget her last name, but the other Black Widow was kind of like her sister. And then David Harbour was like the father figure. So I mean, that would be an interesting take if then Rachel Weisz was Taskmaster then, after having been a mother.
I think you nailed it. Yeah, cool, that's twist. It.
So here's Josh. He wants to know who's seeing it in the theater if it's available, and who's staying at home and watching on Disney Plus.
No, staying at home.
I'll do both, probably.
If we're all vaccinated, then I'd consider the theater. But if not, I have no problem dropping $30 to watch it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think I'm at Disney Plus.
I'm plussing it because I'm just going to order it on Bob's credit card when he ain't looking, and I'm going to order pizza.
You know, you said that out loud, and Bob was right there. He can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Earmuffs, Bob. Earmuffs. Put your earmuffs on. talking about adult stuff.
So if you're going to talk about Winter Soldier, and I keep saying the Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, we got people who have seen it, but who was in here that said they haven't seen it yet?
I remember somebody.
Josh Anderson hasn't seen it yet. So we're going to spoil it. We are going to spoil it for you.
It was good this week. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like the development of Zemo even further, and I love how they've adapted his new comic book clothing, and taken the collar. I love that collar with like the Dalmatian spots on it on that coat. It just is such a cool way to integrate Zemo into the MCU, and I love how. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but for me, he stole this episode.
Yeah, and the violence is on another
cool.
level. I just couldn't believe I was seeing something on Disney that violent. That kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, right?
And seeing what's the city called, dude? Is it Madripoor?
Yeah, Madripoor. And we got to see the fabled Princess Bar from the comics in Madripoor. That was pretty cool too.
That's where Wolverine used to hang out, wasn't it? As his
that whole city was just, breathtaking. I just thought, it was brilliant, man. Really, really good.
It was really cool. I definitely, I'd like to discuss Sharon Carter too. I think there's way more going on there. So I don't want to say spoiler free, but I think there's way more going on there than what's surface level for sure.
Yeah, you don't have a mansion, do you? And have all that art if you're just hiding out. I mean, she's clearly the record keeper or the record whatever it is.
Oh,
she's got
power broker.
Power broker, yeah. She's got to be some. Yeah, you've nailed it there, I think, dude.
Yeah, there's definitely more going on there. Yep. But that was Black Widow level fight scene there for sure.
Yeah,
that
was great.
That was impressive, man. She was her and her stunt double, whoever did all that.
You can tell it was the stunt double though that bothered me because they never showed her face that much. So you can tell like that scene, they didn't use any computer or anything. It was just quick cut, but it was brilliant. Jackie Chan level, Black Widow level action in that.
So I don't think this spoils the episode, but I have a question about the way it goes. And I know you're saying like I'm not speculating anymore because of what happened in WandaVision, but in the last episode we figure out they got to have the super soldier serum, so there's more serum out there.
Yeah.
They said 10 of them. Yeah. At least.
Yeah, I think there's like 20 vials of super soldiers. So
who's your money on? Who's your money on? Who's your money on?
Who's going to get the serum?
I think
who's getting
that
it?
Crazy Captain America is going to hunt.
He's 100% getting it.
Yeah,
he's 100% has to get it. Yeah, he'll get it. I think Zemo gets it. But
Falcon.
That's not during my life. I think Zemo gets it, but he gets it unwillingly. Is my prediction because his goal is to eradicate superheroes, right? So I think he's like somehow forced to get it, or he does it as a means to an end, or something like. God, you got me going down there. You got me going down the rabbit hole. I actually have. I also think that the power broker could be Arnim Zola. Is a thought I had, and because Arnim Zola, I think if you bring him back to the MCU, you now have the robot Arnim Zola, from the comics, and how cool would that be to have him in that robot get up, with the screen in the stomach.
Oh, look at that! John Walker's a Hydra agent. What about Sharon Carter? Does she get the serum?
She doesn't in the comics.
Yeah, but they don't always stick to it.
Right.
Falcon's got to get some, hasn't he? Because he's so underpowered compared to everyone else. He hasn't even got his wings in this episode, so he's just basically like a normal bloke walking around.
Yeah, he got toppled by the Ant-Man. Come on, he needs some serum.
What's interesting though is in the comics, Torres becomes the next Falcon in the comics, and he actually gets superpowered.
Okay, so then maybe he gets it.
Yeah. And then there's going to be other undisclosed people that get it that that we're not even thinking of, I'm sure.
Okay, so
Sure.
what's
But
up
yeah.
with Infy's Nest? Does she have a big role in the comments or in the comics?
Yeah, so in the comics, they actually, so it's a guy, I forget his name. It's more has the same last name, but his code name is Flag Smasher. So it's a similar kind of person who just wants to reset the world. He's driven by like the death of one of his parents, I think. So they just took a spin on it, made it female, made Carly, and then the Flag Smashers, instead of her just being Flag Smasher, that's the name of their group or movement.
I didn't get any coffee over here.
Oh yeah, sorry if I interrupted you. I was just having my my Starbucks. I have to have my double shot cappuccino.
So they actually have Starbucks in like all over England now, or what?
Yeah, literally. There's one down the road. It's
That is
dangerous.
crazy.
Yeah, drive-throughs and all sorts.
And is it like £5 for a mocha like it is
Yeah.
over here? That's
Yep.
insanity.
Yep.
Look at Josh. He's never going to go back to the theater if they give him a streaming option on day one.
Yeah, you really don't need to.
Yeah, I might be in that.
I do love the theater. I love going to the
yeah.
theater. I like getting the big popcorn and the slushy, and we have a nice setup here, and there's another nice TV in the den. But I don't know, man. There's just something about going to the movie theater and taking your kids and that experience. I wouldn't go watch like a historical piece or a documentary, but Godzilla vs. Kong, that would have been awesome to see on a large screen with full theater surround.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine
not
not watching a Star Wars film in the
Right.
cinema?
Yeah, that's a little different.
It's kind of a weird situation because like we have one room in our house where we have like one of these OLED TVs. It's pretty big. The seating's not that far from it. The sound's really good in that room. You got the lights turned down. You can make your own drinks and get your own popcorn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm almost at the theater there, because when you're sitting in the theater, the screen, even though it's gigantic, isn't really that big from your perspective for how far you're really sitting from that screen.
But there's there's just something special though about going. I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia, from when you're a kid and that was the only way you could see something like that. But we're spoiled down here. I have a 93-inch, projection, screen down here, and I've got the full surround in the theater or in the ceilings and everything. But it's still, if there's a new Star Wars movie that comes out, I would much rather go see it in the theater.
Yeah, Star Wars opening night is mental. The only Star Wars opening night that was rubbish was Solo, and there was literally 10 people in the cinema. Opening night in the biggest cinema in the Midlands, in a massive multiplex, and there was 10 people in there. I couldn't believe it. Whereas all the others, Last Jedi, Force going back, absolutely rammed. People in costumes, crazy atmosphere, and the Last Jedi killed it because Solo was dead.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, it lost a lot of. I'm not going to get into it because there were some things I liked about it.
No, but the dissatisfaction over the sequel trilogy hurt Solo. I mean, it really did. It made a lot of people not want to go see it. It's unfortunate. Yeah. We talked about this on Luke's podcast earlier today. Solo's a fun movie. It's just a super enjoyable movie. It adds to the lore of every single character. It does them all justice, and you get to see Maul at the end of it. Yeah. I mean, it's a really really good Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I still paid to see it opening night. It's just normally
I did
buy
too.
Like 9 or 10 tickets, and I bring my family and random friends with me. But for Solo, because of how embarrassed I was of The Last Jedi, I just didn't bring anybody except for myself to watch it because I was, expecting disappointment, and But I was surprised. I loved it. I really enjoyed Solo. So, but it's a
Do you
shame.
think-
Yeah, they lost out on at least 9 tickets because of how they treated me the last time. Wow, I'm a man, baby. I don't care.
Yeah. So I'm curious though about Solo. Do you think like any part of people not interested in going to the theater for Solo really wasn't to do with like the reception of The Last Jedi, was really more about trying to recreate Han Solo in his youth with a different actor?
Yeah, that was it too.
That was part of it, 100%.
And I
100%.
almost
It
go
was
ahead.
a story that didn't need to be told yet.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I-
especially when Harrison Ford's still here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so
Right.
soon. Yeah.
I almost feel like, for me, I did like the movie. I thought it was great, but I kept thinking, like, going into it, like, wouldn't it have been a better movie if it was about Lando Calrissian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, maybe up to the end where he
Yeah,
ends up
that
running
would've
into
made
Han
more
Solo and
sense.
loses the ship somehow,
Yeah.
and
That
then
would have been,
and then ends up
Yes.
on Cloud City or something like that.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
Yeah, to me, I would have liked that story.
And I guess they're doing that with the Lando show now, huh? They're trying to write
Yep.
that ship. So
Yeah.
Well, because it's hard to do a movie about a beloved prequel or original trilogy
Yes.
character that's a main character that's still alive. You know what I mean? Like that might have been a movie to make in 10 years from now. Like that, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can revisit the character. But I think, and I said this on on the podcast we were on earlier today on Luke's podcast, but I actually think it would have been cool if Solo spent more time in the Imperial Academy and showed him after he signed up to him getting put into the Imperial Flight School and just being one of the best pilots there and all the trouble he got into. Because if you guys have read, those are really, really interesting comics to read. I highly recommend them. And that would have been awesome to see him get kicked out of flight school, why he got kicked out of flight school, and then put him on Mimban. Because that totally changes his arc in the story. And again, I think Solo was fun, but that would have taken the movie to another level. And who doesn't want to see Imperial Flight School? You know,
Look at this.
Yeah.
Gilster saying like Lobot, right? And almost what I think about this is I think of Rogue One, right? We got characters that nobody's ever heard of, right?
Yes.
We kind of like loosely heard of this story in passing about these spies that had to get the plans for the Death Star. And then they created a whole story about that group. Lobot would have been perfect because he's like a character that we got to see. We didn't know too much about, but we could have had a whole backstory to where he had come from, which would have been like a lead up, kind of like a Rogue One situation.
Yeah,
Right?
why
But
he
yeah,
was Lando's main hand man.
Yeah, that could have been really cool. And then I think you could have got more of a draw because you're telling a story that hasn't really been told in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Totally agree. It's still a great movie though. I mean, I'd go see it. If you haven't seen it, watch on Disney Plus. Great.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth the watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian, what's your favorite Star Wars original movie and then of the Disney era? What are your favorites?
So just quickly touching on what we were just discussing. I took my friends and family to see The Force Awakens at midnight viewing.
Yes.
And it was overwhelming. I mean, it was packed for a start. It was, absolutely packed. And when I was sat there and the music hits, boom, the whole room just erupted. And I had never experienced that in a cinema before. And it was so overwhelming. The only thing I can compare it to is when it's the World Cup and England are playing and you're in a pub. That's exactly what it's like. And it was just, it was such an experience. But yeah, just swinging back on. My favorite is Empire. Probably not a surprise. I'm a huge Empire fan. And as far as modern films are concerned, Rogue One, hands down. I think that it's one of the most amazing films in recent history, in all honesty, because it's such a brave film to make, A lot of people criticize Rogue One, saying that you don't connect to the characters. I did. And the fact that I knew from the very beginning that it wasn't going to end with them sort of dancing off into the sunset it made me so sort of engaged, and because I knew where this was going to end, you know, with A New Hope or Star Wars, I was excited to see how this played out, and it was everything that I wanted it to be and more.
Yeah.
And Red Ranger Chris is saying the same thing. Rogue One's his favorite Disney era movie. I want to echo kind of what you were saying about seeing The Force Awakens in the theater where everybody erupts. So I saw Star Wars in the theater when I was like 7. And I remember I was just so awestruck when those ships just flew into the screen, that opening sequence after the crawl. Mm-hmm. And then so many years later, being in the theater for The Force Awakens, it was that same feeling that I had. Yeah, that's what it did. That's what it was for me. Yeah.
I was in tears. I was in absolute tears, in pieces when that opening happened.
Yeah, and you know what else for The Force Awakens? When I walked out of the theater, I felt better walking out than I did watching The Phantom Menace. Because when I walked out of The Phantom Menace, I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
I was confused.
Yeah, totally.
But The Force Awakens, I walked out, and I think I went and seen it again either the next morning or that night.
I did as well.
So
straight back.
Yeah. I remember being at the Phantom Menace premiere. We went to the midnight showing, and I was a senior in college. And I remember when it came on, it was thunderous applause when the opening crawl came on. I mean, everybody went nuts. But other than like, I think Jar Jar just being on way too much, I was actually pretty happy with Phantom Menace because the Darth Maul Qui-Gon Obi-Wan duel it was so cool. Yeah.
I did like those films. I think I was waiting so long for some new Star Wars to come out in the theater. I really enjoyed them. I know a lot of people, like my brothers and stuff, were kind of like, you know, but I did. I liked them, but I got to tell you, The Force Awakens, it was a completely different experience watching that in the theater. I think it's because, you know, that hit all those nostalgia buttons.
Yeah.
That's what it was, right?
I don't know if any of you guys did this, but The Force Awakens was the first time ever that I was so hyped about that film that I started watching YouTube reaction videos to the trailer.
Yes.
You know, I wanted to soak in as much of the sort of the action, so to speak. And and there was this one video that went viral, and it was a guy who was sat with his family, American guy sat with his family, and he's watching it, and you can see like everybody else is sort of like they're enjoying the trailer, but he is sat there looking more like a kid than the kids. And that bit where the Millennium Falcon shoots through the clouds the first time we see it, he literally goes really high pitched, "It's the Millennium Falcon." and like it got me so excited, you know, and I was like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
And then they threw Han and Chewie at the end of that, walking into the Falcon. We're home. It's like, dude, what's this going on?
The whole build-up to that was just nuts, wasn't it? And the action figures. I'm with you on the 5 POA figures, by the way, Christian. And I'm sure other people. I'm sure other people did. I bought every single one of those, and all the vehicles, and all the Rogue One, and the Last Jedi. I literally couldn't. And I loved. Toys R Us was open then as well. So
it was.
And they put on those Force Friday nights, which were quite cool, you know. And you get a little poster and. I miss all that, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we know Hasbro can do it.
Yeah, they must have made millions from those figures. No, they must have. They can
make figures to have on shelves.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed there was figures that kids didn't want for The Last Jedi. I mean, you had DJ. Nobody wants to play with DJ. Nobody wants to play with Rose. Snoke was cool, but then they killed him, you know. So it was just terrible.
Absolutely gutted. There's no Rise of Skywalker figures. Absolutely gutted.
Yeah, because Poe is in a cool, you know, Indiana Jones outfit. Finn was in a cool outfit. There was a lot of good designs in The Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, that's what forced me into the vintage collection, because my end game is to have the complete movie line, basic line for each film, and I can't handle in my head not having the last film, not having any
Yeah, that is
3.75 for it. So that's why I got into the vintage collection, because I wanted to have some 3 3/4 figures for it.
Yeah, and you're right. Some of them are really good. Like you were showing Radis before, Saul Guerrera in that multi-pack. That's a cool figure as well. Some of those Rogue One figures are really good.
Yeah, 100%.
And for Black Series, it's almost the same thing as those GI Joes, right? Like I don't have the whole all the Rogue One characters, because they didn't make a Bodhi.
No, I know.
I'm
Poor
like,
Bodhi.
well, if you can't have the whole crew, what's the point?
And everybody would want that figure too, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? It's 5 years this year or 5 years next year for Rogue One?
Soon, everyone's expecting the face paint redo on the Black Series. So
fingers crossed we'll get some.
The Rogue One. Other Krennic's face is actually pretty good, but other than Krennic, the other faces for the Rogue One figures were terrible.
I know, but they weren't like photo accurate like they are now. But the design and the costumes were pretty cool.
Costumes were awesome, but the face sculpts were like the Cassian Andor one is her. I don't know. I knock everything over getting them out.
Black Series.
Yeah, I've actually got it right.
For the Black Series.
Yeah, Black Series are awful. Yeah. I quite liked. Did you get the 5 POA Thrawn figures in the Rogue One line? There was a variant one that had a different coloured insignia. Did you get both? Did you collect the variants, Christian? Did you go?
I have got almost every variant, but I haven't got that one. I do keep sort of seeing them pop up occasionally on eBay. I don't know if I want it that much. The one sort of figure from sort of recent times, Disney era, the one figure that I was really stressing about was Chewie from Solo, that came with the Vandor playset, because the Vandor playset, as far as I'm aware, wasn't released in the UK. I was desperately trying to pre-order it, couldn't find anywhere to pre-order it. And very luckily, I managed to speak to a UK retailer that isn't operating anymore, and they sold me their display figure. It's so cool, because obviously you've got Han in the Vandor 4-pack, whatever it was, and he's obviously got his big sort of bearskin coat with his goggles, and now I've got Chewie, who you could only get with his goggles from that Vandor playset, which you guys were picking up for like $5 on clearance, but we literally couldn't get it here.
Yeah. I tell you what, the Solo 5 POA figures are quite cool as well. I think, like the Moloch and I think they're cool. They didn't make enough of them, but I like them.
They were hard to find here, because obviously no retail store was stocking them. You had only online to get them, and then after the fact, we had the entertainer suddenly get bucket loads of these figures, rare figures. I mean, figures like, I know that in America you guys had what was it? It was a Commando figure, like an expanded universe Commando figure, that was like seriously expensive, and suddenly they were turning up in the entertainer over here for like £3.99 or something, and they were literally like hundreds of dollars over there.
Well, BT1 Black Series figure, BT1 Dr. Afro's droid, is like $80 here, and I was able to order it from the UK for $31 with shipping, because it's all over your pegs there. It's unbelievable. But you can't even sniff that thing here.
Yeah, I need to link someone, so send me that link on Twitter.
What link are you wanting?
The BT1.
No.
Because I guess you can get it for like $30.
I think they're on Amazon UK. I think they're on Amazon UK for like 25 quid, or they were, because I bought one not that long ago. I'll have a look for you, Sean, and see if they're still on there.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
000.
Yeah, it's other one. It's the other one I can't get. The C3PO looking one, the black. Is that the one?
000.
Yeah, it's 000. Yeah, I need 000 bad. I need to complete that set.
Yeah, I found mine on a peg, my 000. So I got really lucky with that one.
Yeah,
that's unreal, man. That is very lucky.
Somebody's saying the entertainer had them.
Well, when BOE says that, BOE is the magician in finding figures in the Entertainer. And I think his Entertainer down in London as well is a bit bigger than I think mine where I live. But some of the figures he has found in that store, God knows how he does it, but he seems to do it every single time. So there is a reason why the BOE is the GOAT. You know, he's the man. So every time he's been doing it consistently for years, by the way, finding these figures. He's got 13 years worth of YouTube history of him finding crazy figures in the Entertainer. So
I don't know if you guys picked them up, but even the Resistance 5POA figures, they were next level. They were next level.
Beautiful.
You know, you had
helmets,
interchangeable heads. You know, 5POA figures with like multiple heads and stuff. You know, they were absolutely at the top of their game, and then obviously it went. And to be fair, you know, who can blame them if they didn't sell, and that's why they decided to do it. And I do also understand that there's an argument whereby you've got the Vintage Collection, which is a premium product, 3.75 Star Wars, sat right next to the basic 3.75 Star Wars. You can sort of understand why they were competing in the same marketplace. So
it's the heritage of Hasbro and Kenner, though, that 5POE movie line. It's their heritage. Yeah. So I'm not happy that they stopped it.
I mean, that's exactly it. So that detail there that's got all my vintage 5POA movie line Star Wars, I consider that to be a part of the same collection as, you know,
100% it is.
These guys, you know, they are the same.
Yes, the lineage. Totally agree. And we never got a Quackian ape lizard from that Resistance line, which would have been an amazing deluxe pack. Come on, everyone! Should we agree? Should we agree with me? We want Quackian ape lizards. Come on! Not see that episode?
I think you're slightly biased.
It's just you and me, Christian. It's just you and me.
We were talking about the Rogue One. I actually transformed my.
That's Cassian, isn't it, on the left?
Yeah, Cassian and Jyn, and I dressed them up so they can be with Luke, Han, and Leia on their little indoor setup.
I'm probably jumping.
I was going to say, we were talking about the Rogue One figures, but the Solo figures are phenomenal.
Yes.
I thought the Rogue One figures were just thrown out there. The Solo figures are amazing. I have the whole wave. And I don't, you have Dryden Voss, Rio, Beckett was really cool. Val's cool. And then Minden Solo is, I think, one of my favorite.
That's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
And I think the Chewie figure was probably one of my favorite figures from that, because it was like the first time they had done a variation on Chewbacca. That's a good set.
Yeah. And then you got the Chewie with the goggles.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean,
yeah. So you got Chewie with the goggles, and then he has a bandolier that has an extra sash with it. Yeah.
That set, Christian, I think was in B&M, wasn't it? I think I've got mine from B&M. I think. That's a brilliant set. Yeah, it's a cool set. Yeah.
So this I again pre-ordered this because obviously we weren't really getting these at retail. So I pre-ordered mine, and I think if memory serves, it cost like 35, maybe even £40. And that was again with an online retailer. And then they showed up in the Entertainer for £20 a pop. And it was like, so I bought several of them because I am a loose collector. I know at the moment I'm showing you carded stuff, but it's because all my loose collection is in tubs, and I am getting there. I'm sort of filling the details up slowly week by week, but I do keep a few examples on card just because, we're never going to get this sort of thing again, or at least I don't think we are. I hope we do. But
there's another one of those. There's one of those Solo multi-packs that's got a translucent holographic Maz Kanata in it.
Yes.
We got that. Yeah, I can't remember what else is in it. But,
it's a repack of Last Jedi figures but in solo packaging, which, to be fair, historically, even the vintage line, they would have Star Wars figures on Rogue One card back, Return of the Jedi card backs. So I managed to pick that up for like £5 from Home Bargains.
Yeah.
But they were like, I remember Usual Mike saying, I will never see these in Australia. Fortunately, someone sent them over to him. But yeah, it's just crazy, this whole lack of distribution that we're still seeing today globally. It's disproportionate, and it's creating difficult situations, whereby you get frustrated. Like I'm seeing people walking past Vandor play sets for $3, and I'm sat here debating whether I should spend £100 on that or not. We should never be in that position as collectors. I keep sort of saying to people in the community that it's what collecting's supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be escapism. We shouldn't be sat here stressing about whether we're going to get that figure or not.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Or what condition they'll show up in. That's the other. That's the other roulette wheel. Yeah, but that's the whole thing with these exclusives. It really does suck the joy out of it, and now you're adding stress trying to get an action figure, and then there's people that get them and then they get canceled, which is just as bad. So I wish they would just do away with the exclusive practice. I mean, I don't know that it drives sales, and just make them available to all the retailers.
I don't know if it's driving the sales or driving people to specific retailers. Like that's their goal, is to get you into their store, right? But
most of those orders are pre-ordered online, right? And then the pre-orders get sold out, and then you're right, because then we're all going into these stores hunting for these figures.
Yeah, I mean, I do personally. I get really frustrated with exclusives as much as everybody else does. The one sort of person in the community that does sort of not justify it but explains it is Bosk's Bounty. He frequently sort of says that if Walmart didn't pay Hasbro for that exclusive wouldn't exist, because they are literally paying for it. So as irritating and as angry it makes me, I appreciate at least that there is a chance that I'll get it, as opposed to it not being there at all.
And I've seen a lot of these store exclusives end up in other venues, like that Heavy Infantry Mandalorian was a Best Buy exclusive that later became available through like Entertainment Earth and stuff like that. And so I've seen like stuff like that where they're like exclusives, but then later on they get a general release. So I guess if that's the way they do it, like say the exclusivity is like for the first year or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like Xbox and PlayStation, how Call of Duty is exclusive for X amount of time.
Yeah, but it's like the 3-pack, the Clone Trooper 3-pack that came out. Was it last? Yeah, it was last year. So they're now gonna. Well, I imagine they're gonna release all 3 of those on single cards, which I would personally prefer, because I like the vintage collection card packs. The actual image is a big part of that figure. But yeah, the 3-pack itself is exclusive, but I think those figures will be released individually over the next few years, if not sooner.
So Shabby's saying in the stores, Target and Walmart, they've taken the Star Wars signs down. I don't know what that means. What do we think that means?
But isn't there a Hasbro Pulse convention this week coming?
Yeah,
on the 8th.
For exclusive for members, I think they finally get to take advantage of their $50 or however much it is.
I think they only get
signing up over here.
I think they only get to order like 2 hours ahead of everybody else, though. Isn't that what it is?
Oh, so they're not they're not streaming the event like they normally do online.
Oh, is that right?
I think it's an event with like announcements, right? They're going to announce a bunch of new figures.
They're hyping,
and then they're
Mr. Stevie.
Yeah, and then they're going to give Pulse members an opportunity to order first, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, similar to what they did last year during that.
And then ship them out 4 months after they send them to everybody else.
And put them in stores, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's wrong. We laugh now. That's wrong.
Are we opening stuff today?
Oh,
that's up to you guys.
Paul mentioned, the TVC wave that's going to be with Walmart. That is going to be an absolute nightmare because you got those thin card bats and hot figures. You got Indoor Leah, you got an Ewok, and what else is in that wave? Any of you guys know?
Oh, for the vintage collection?
Yeah.
I don't collect those, only the ones you show me on your reviews.
I've heard that it's Echo and the Off-World Jawa. That's just conjecture.
Then that's going to be a nightmare. Yep.
I have
Josh
I
just
have got
said-
a couple of figures.
What? Go ahead.
I was going to say, Josh just said he's still waiting on his Heroes of Endor set.
Yeah, I just got an email too telling me it was going to be like a month later.
No way,
Oh, I
dude!
hope
I've
you
had
guys
mine
bought
since
doubles.
the fall. That's crazy.
Is a flapjack a pancake?
No, it's a. I don't know if I have the articulation for it. I reckon Christian might be able to articulate this better. It's like a syrup-covered, crispy cake.
Okay.
And
Like a pancake?
No,
Oh, a pancake?
no, totally the opposite of a pancake.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't. I have an
what you described sounds just like a pancake.
I know. I haven't. Believe it
It's-
or not, I have an education, but I cannot articulate what a flapjack is.
It's almost like a granola bar.
That's better. Yeah. I bet they don't know what that is.
So it almost has the texture of like the base of a cheesecake, but it's made out of like oats and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
makes
that's
Here it
yeah.
is. Oats, syrup,
Oh, Luke
Sugar
just
rolled.
here. Yeah.
mixed,
There it is.
and then baked.
Oh, Luke, and then
Sounds
you've also
good. I'd
got
have that.
you've also got your millionaire shortbread, which is in a family, in the family of that maybe.
Like a bagel crisp. That's what Josh
See, we
was
don't
saying.
have bagel stuff really.
Yeah, because I guess in some parts of the U.S. they say flapjacks instead of pancakes.
Yeah.
Well, you guys say biscuits. You guys have biscuits with gravy, which is, I think, established basically a hash brown.
Yeah, that's good though. They didn't have that in England. No, that's
No, a biscuit
No.
with gravy. That's
There's
an
a
actual
biscuit with
biscuit.
gravy on it.
Yeah, with gravy on it. Yeah.
But a biscuit, we dunk in our tea. A biscuit is sweet, and we dunk it in our
it's
tea.
a cookie. A
Yeah,
biscuit is a cookie.
Yeah, a biscuit's a cookie. Yeah.
So what is an
So you-
American biscuit? It's a hash brown, isn't it? It's potato, I think.
No, it's like
a biscuit's like
a
it's like a bread.
A fluffy roll.
bread.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a bread, yeah.
It's almost like an English muffin. What's an
Oh.
English muffin over there? Is that a real
Yeah.
thing? Or is that
Yeah, almost like an English muffin.
It's kind of
Uh,
like an English muffin that's a little thicker, and then you pull it apart, and then it's got like
Oh,
soft
you know what?
warm bread, and then
Yeah,
you pour gravy
bread,
on it.
breads with
Like-
gravy.
Like
Yeah,
maybe like
it's
a
a southern
scone.
thing.
Like a scone.
Yeah, it's kind of like a salty scone. It's a
Oh
southern
yeah,
thing.
here you go, right here.
You would
Luke,
just
it's
love
the
it. I
scone.
think everybody in England would love biscuits and gravy.
Yeah,
What's
A
the gravy?
scone and gravy.
you're not selling it, boys. You're not selling it.
Because it's not really gravy.
I'm not
it's
trying
more
to sell
like,
that, I wouldn't sell that.
What,
I think the
what
gravy
grits?
is not what you're thinking.
grits is like hash browns. I think that's
Is it? I thought it was like
like-
porridge.
I
It's
thought
like a
grits.
rice.
Yeah, I thought grits is more like oatmeal.
Yeah.
Except for it's like a rice.
Okay, it's like a rice.
Yeah.
All of you have said something different.
Hold on. It's like rice made with the consistency of making like oatmeal or something
Okay,
like
yeah.
that.
Yep. No, that sounds right. That sounds right.
We
This
need
is
to do
great.
we
We're
need to do-
learning a lot here.
we need to do a spin-off show, don't we?
Hold on.
Three men and a monkey lizard cook.
There you go. Welcome
Or,
to Snacks with the Boys.
There we go.
I'm still eyeing up this chocolate covered marshmallow here. The Easter Bunny's MVP.
horrible.
Look at this.
Yeah, so I guess Mark is. I loved it.
He's
I
con-
remember going to Denny's for the first time. I came to the States and I tried it and I was blown away. Blown away.
Yeah, I don't recommend.
What, biscuits and gravy?
Yeah, I don't recommend biscuits and gravy. No.
Oh, it's good. Especially like if you're. Oh yeah, they're good.
If you're
Well,
what?
Well, we all got different
hungover.
palates, right?
Well, I would
so
do
if I'm
the,
if I'm hungover, I want like an omelet with hash browns and then pancakes
Yeah.
on the side.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
I would do
We have a
country
kebab.
fried steak and a steak with biscuits and gravy on the
Listen
side.
to us. We've been on 10 minutes on food now.
That's all right, man. Dude, didn't we tell him at the beginning there's going to be a tangent at some point, and just
Yeah,
to roll with it? Yeah.
Do you guys have
Yeah,
kebabs when you get drunk? Do you not get to a kebab?
Oh, I miss
house?
kebabs in England,
What is-
man. We would come from the pub, go get a kebab.
Yeah.
Big
Like
old
a
kebabs
shish
in
kebab?
spins around.
Garlic
It
sauce.
does.
Or they call them gyros,
Kebab-
don't they? Over here, I think.
Is it a
gyros.
gyro or is it a shish kebab?
Yeah, shish.
Uh,
Yeah, like a
It's pita bread.
Yeah, just
stuffed
like a
with,
skewered stick of meat and like
yeah.
veggies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
a
there's
kebab in England.
doner meat or shish or kofti or you have a mixed and you shove it all in together with a load of lettuce, onion, cabbage, garlic sauce all over it.
Oh,
It's like
it's
That's
so
totally
good.
different than here.
dripping off your face at like 3 in the
yeah.
morning.
Oh man.
No, dude, if it's 3 a.m. and I want something to eat, I'm going low class and getting Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what the order is. It's a Mexican pizza with no tomato, 2 double-decker tacos, no tomato,
Uh-huh.
and then I make them give me a whole bag of hot sauce. And I want they have I don't drink pop. I gave it up years ago, but they have their own special Taco Bell flavor of Mountain Dew, and I want that as well. And then I make them give me a whole bag of hot sauce, and I'm a happy guy at 3 a.m. That's my 3 a.m. meal.
Sorry, dude. Nothing can be lower class than a dirty kebab at the end of a British night out.
Yeah, we win that one.
That's lower class than Taco Bell. All right.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Honest to God.
Well, I want to go on that pub crawl then and have a kebab. I'm in.
Oh, you
I
would
want
love
to do
it.
that.
Definitely.
It's so good.
Oh yeah.
And
There's
part
good.
of it is sitting there waiting for them to make it, because they
Yeah,
make it
'cause-
fresh right there.
Well, there'll be someone
Yeah.
lying on the floor in their own vomit.
Yeah.
there'll be a kebab on the floor or like smushed out, And, yeah. Oh, those are the days.
Yeah.
Those are
Good
the
old times.
days. Good times. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, I could use a good night out like that. That sounds fun. That
Hey
sounds
AJ,
fun.
how's it going, AJ? How
Hey,
you
what's up,
doing, dude?
AJ?
What's
Oh,
up,
Tez
AJ?
is here.
Tez
What's up,
joined.
Tez?
Hello, Uncle Tez.
Oh,
Oh,
Thousand
Tez.
Roast too, man. What's up, dude?
We're talking about what snacks we should eat while we're hunting toys.
I bet Shabby and Tez have had a few kebabs in their day, I reckon. For sure. For sure
Oh, yeah.
Shabby
That's
has.
Well, look, Shabby's saying he misses his English greasy spoon.
Oh, I do as well. Full English breakfast is the absolute bomb. So sausage, bacon, beans, black pudding, hash brown, fried toast. Basically a heart attack on a plate.
You just add some milk with like flour and mix that all together. You got yourself a nice gravy.
Yeah.
Keep the gravy away from my full English. Tomato ketchup, tomato sauce, or you go brown sauce, or you go for a Big Daddy sauce, which is a bit fruitier.
The breakfast food is omelet with hash browns, and then you have pancakes on the side. And you take a power nap after that, and then you're ready to go again.
Yeah, you definitely want to sleep after a full English for sure.
Hibernation.
It takes a day to digest it.
Yeah. By the way, what is black pudding? Thank you, Brandon. I didn't want to ask, but now I kind of want to know.
The thing is, black pudding is horrible when you describe it, but
Yeah.
amazing to eat it.
Yeah.
It sounds like beans on toast. Yeah.
I'm gonna let Christian articulate it.
So the main ingredient is
I loved battered sausage. It was my favorite.
is blood.
It's
Wait,
blood.
what?
Basically.
Who's blood?
It's fried blood. It really is.
Blood? Wait, blood?
It is. It is.
I used to get 2 battered sausage.
You think we're
Stop
joking?
it. Are you? Is this?
This is not a joke.
real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a
What
thing.
kind of blood is it?
It's pig's blood, pork blood.
Pig's blood. All right.
An animal's blood.
And to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure what else is in there. I don't think I want to know what else is in there.
Some seasoning. The seasoning.
Seasonings. A little cayenne.
but it's kind of got the texture of like a soft hash brown, effectively.
I would have said more like a sausage.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, okay, but crumblier.
Crumblier, yeah, you're right. A crumblier sausage, yeah, okay.
Well, AJ's describing it like blood sausage.
Yes, that's a good. That's yeah. Crumbly blood sausage is probably a good
So
description.
perfect. Just relate it to something that I still don't eat.
Oh, you got some
Dave's just
mushrooms.
put his,
Got some
Dave's just
mushrooms
put
as
his
well.
ingredients up.
I made beans on toast for my girls here because luckily
And
they
beans.
sell Heinz baked beans here in the States, so you can have them just like England.
Thank God Luke's in the chat. He's given the whole menu, the whole ingredient list here. Look.
Yeah, there we
Cooking
go.
with Luke.
He's our executive chef.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on here.
Yes.
Vintage.
Oh, the Cornish pasty.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cornish
love
pasty.
a good
yes.
pasty.
They
All
sell
right,
good
now
ones in
now
Las
what's
Vegas.
a Cornish pasty? Now what is
they're
that?
amazing.
Man.
So it's
Almost like
it's
a
like
kebab.
it's pastry with minced meat and onions and potatoes all diced
Yes,
in, all
so-
cooked, and then wrapped like in this pastry bun, effectively.
Yeah.
But back in the day, originally, half of it was the minced meat and potato and onion, and the other half was filled with like jam. So the miners would go down there with this Cornish pasty. They would eat the savory side, and then they would eat the sweet side as dessert.
Bloody hell, I didn't know that. Didn't know
Yeah, I
that.
didn't know that either.
That's awesome.
That's cool. So it's like a savory. It's almost like a chicken pot pie, but the whole thing is a pastry.
like a
Yeah,
pie,
but it's
yeah.
not runny
It-
at all,
it's-
but it's dynamite.
There's a
That
Cornish
sounds really
pasty
good.
shop.
I totally would eat that. That
There's a
sounds
Could we
really
do our next live stream from our kitchens, and we'll teach each other how to make?
There's a Cornish pasty shop in every town in England, and you can get You can get so
Kinda
many
like a
different
Hot Pocket,
types.
yeah.
You can get so many different types of pasty now: beef and Stilton, lamb and mince, chicken curry pasty. Oh, good, another good pasty.
What's funny is
Yeah.
in the comments section just talking
Dude,
about
fried.
food.
So is fried cheese just like mozzarella sticks? Is that the equivalent? Because I love mozzarella sticks. Those are
Like breaded
awesome.
cheese dipped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in deep
yeah,
fry?
yeah.
Yeah. I had some last night with my Pizza Hut.
Oh, dude, mozzarella sticks are amazing.
Chris is saying he told me in for a cooking show.
Yep, I just ordered a new grill. I got a Rectech pellet smoker, so we
Nice.
can
Oh,
break
nice.
it in and
I
I'll.
don't-
What should I smoke?
I don't understand any of the words you just said.
I-
None
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
about to
words.
get a grill too.
None of the
Maybe I'll
words
do a
that came
grill
out of your
hunt
mistake,
video.
out of your
I bought
mouth.
a griddle.
mean anything to me.
I bought a griddle last year, and I use it all the time. Those outdoor griddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all the time. I'm using that thing.
Yeah, but you live
So-
in California and it never rains. Where in England it rains all the time.
It,
Cooking
Yeah,
outdoor,
it
you
rains.
can have
It's
a
100
barbecue
degrees
once a
here
year.
today.
It rains on December 16th.
See,
Can
the
the dude just explain what came out of his mouth then?
Yes.
Because I don't understand any of what
Yeah.
he just said.
So here, you have the grill I have is a traditional grill, so it hooks up to like a big canister of propane gas, right? And it's just a gas powered grill, and you have burners on it. So what I got is it's a different type of grill where you throw in like wood pellets, and they're like hickory or savory or like apple flavored, whatever. And then the machine feeds the pellets into there, and it heats up the pellets, and then it cooks your food with like wood smoke. So what it allows you to like basically you could cook like a roast on it for 8 hours, and then when you slow cook it, and when you pull it off, everything just kind of falls off the bone.
It's delicious when you pull it off. It's delicious, right?
Yeah, I mean but you can also fast cook. You can make burgers on it and do stuff like that. But it's just a different method of cooking, and so I'm pretty excited to get one and try it out.
Sounds good. Sounds a bit complicated, but I'm up for it. Pass it around.
I have a side smoker. That's the one where you put all the wood in the side box, and then you have like a smoking chamber. So you have to go out there and maintain the temperature. But the pellets are like almost they just run themselves, right? You just put the
They run-
pellets in, set the temperature.
So you set the temp you want, and it has an internal sensor, and then there's an app, so you can just look on the app, and if I want to turn it up, I turn it down. But if I select like 350 degrees, it just feeds enough pellets in there over 8 hours where it keeps it steady at that 350 degrees.
Okay,
So it gives everything like that nice smoky flavor. And so if you really slow cook meat like ribs or pork, I mean, it just brisket, it just peels off. It's delicious. I'm hungry. Who's hungry?
You guys have an app for your, effectively, it sounds like it's a really nice, fancy barbecue.
Yes.
You guys have an app for this?
Yeah, there's an app. So this is how lazy we can be here. So I can be like in my house, I can look at the temperature, and if I want to change it, all I have to do is I click, I just change it on the app and it monitors it. And then there's a thermometer that you actually plug into the center of your meat, and so the internal temperature of your meat as you're cooking it the whole time.
That's extraordinary. I mean, over here we have our ovens in the kitchen, so you can cook food sensibly, and then we have our barbecues to stand outside in the garden, so that when it's raining, you have your umbrella over your head, and then you burn your food. You burn your food to an absolute crisp, and then you smile as you eat it.
You pretend to be happy. That is so right. That is so funny. That is absolutely right.
That's actually why I went to the pellet smoker versus the propane grill, just so that you have control over it. And because I had, wherever your burners are, it's like extra hot. And then so that part of the meat would overcook and then the other was under. And so it's just a new way to cook. I'm excited to try it out. But the grill I had lasted 13 years. So, I mean, we definitely got our money's worth out of it. Yeah. Yeah. So when I get it, I'll have to share it with you guys so you can learn about it.
I want to see an open box review.
Yeah, we'll do an unboxing of the grill. me yelling because they didn't put enough bubble wrap in it.
Oh my gosh.
Is it lazy to get a Deliveroo from somewhere that's 50 yards down the road? Because I've been doing that quite a lot recently. There's a Greg's just down the road, and they do you have Deliveroo? They cycle around. You have to live in a city, really, but they literally. Greg's is like the cornerstone of the British diet. It's like the cheapest sandwich place you could ever imagine. And they don't sell much. They sell a few sandwiches, like maybe 2 healthy options, and then it's all sausage rolls, steak bakes.
No, they have like a
cheese melt.
They have Uber Eats here and stuff like that. Yeah. So you could order from like a fast food place and have it delivered to your house.
So all the Deliveroo people know me, and I open my window and they hand it through the window.
Do they even slow down anymore? Or he just like tosses it up.
Well, because because again, you can see them cycling on the app. You can time it so that you can literally stand up off the sofa, walk 5 yards to the window, open the window, and they're literally handing it through at that exact time.
Do you pay for this, or is this like a sympathy thing? Like, does Salacious just sort of hang out the window?
It's a thing. It's a thing. Every single day I have a Deliveroo. It's brilliant. It's so convenient. I don't have to walk 50 yards down the road. on your head, Salacious. Yeah.
So who's getting into their kids' Easter candy tonight? I am. I'm totally ransacking that after this conversation.
I saved some off. We put some in like these little plastic eggs, and I saved off my own stash.
Vin's got his stash.
My missus is handling
Vin's got his chocolate stash hidden in his toy room.
You have to, man. As soon as you put it in the basket and then the kids see it, they're not sharing it. I mean, they're keeping that to themselves. That's their candy. So you gotta get your piece of the pie before you give it to them.
Yeah, sharing's supposed to be caring, isn't it?
Yeah, not in this house. When it comes to dessert, it's everyone for themselves for sure.
Are we unboxing a toy today, or has that gone out the window today?
I'm gonna leave that up to you guys.
Time.
I'm not gonna. I'm not going to open anything, but you guys feel free.
We're
You have
2 hours
something?
and 2 hours and 10 minutes. We didn't give Christian the caveat that at any point you're not a hostage. Sometimes
that's
we
Oh
true.
no.
Yeah.
sometimes we do ramble on.
I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. And to
Okay,
be honest with you, I don't open modern toys, but I have specifically kept a couple of things to one side to open.
Oh, go on then. Let's get
nice.
opening. Let's
All
get
right,
opening.
yeah.
You're gonna pull me in tonight. All right, I wasn't gonna open anything.
No, well, you're in. You're 100% in. You always were in. Come on.
All right.
It's not
All
like
right,
we're gonna. It's not like we're gonna do an episode about you unboxing something. Come on, who are you kidding?
All right, let me think. I really didn't have anything planned. Let me look. Let me see.
I'm gonna open a Black Series figure from last week because I've got a ton of them still to open. I'm getting the remnant troopers coming out today because I want to do a Wombo video of him singing.
Hey, when you say licorice, though, are you talking about licorice or red vines?
What? Sorry.
Tina Lynn saying that they fight over the jelly beans and licorice, but I always think of licorice as, black licorice, and red vines aren't really considered licorice, right?
Red
What's
vines
a-
are licorice.
Red
I don't
vine.
think- I don't think they are.
Really? I consider
I'm
red
trying
vines.
to think of the
Mr.
black
Pibb,
jelly
red vines
beans.
are crazy delicious.
Oh, yes.
Shabby's got the Cadbury. What has he got? Cadbury's mini eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
All right.
fault it.
Option-
Can't fault the mini egg.
I'm gonna look at a couple. Option one is Black Tom Cassidy.
Oh.
I'm gonna pick out a different one.
Did we ever open?
Shatterstar.
Yeah, see? Red vines are not licorice. I agree.
Shatterstar's got to be in the running this week.
That's what I was going to say. Is Shatterstar in there?
It's got to be. Sean, you're opening, aren't you, Sean?
I'm trying to find something, but I don't know.
You showed us 100 figures earlier that were in boxing.
Yeah, I got evil plans.
While you guys are doing that, I'm just going to show off my Boba Fett again for those people who came in late. I did a little head painting on there.
Yeah.
Recognize that guy?
That is awesome, Vern.
I think
they could totally do that at Galaxy's Edge at Disney World, where they go in and scan your face, and then they could 3D print your face on a Mando armor. Like you could pick out your own Mando armor.
Uh-huh.
They could have like a bunch to build. I mean, I totally spend $50 for an experience like that. That'd be awesome.
A monkey lizard's included, dude. A monkey lizard. Can I get my face put on a Mando body, please?
They're always included. It's
I want my ears out of the helmet, though. I don't want ears in, ears out, ears out of the helmet, please.
You know what?
I need ear slots.
Salacious, I was thinking about like a MoNKEY-LiZaRD Black Series figure, but that like was more like on a Greedo type figure where he's like almost standing, full size. That would be kind of cool, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah.
I know what I want to open, but let me find them. I'll be back.
Hey, look,
a big body.
I didn't
Mark's
know red
saying that
vines were not licorice.
Yeah, Mark's saying that my Boba Fett's of Jude.
Oh, he's going to want to pre-order now. He's going to be pre-ordering from you.
So licorice is like an actual. I think it's an actual like natural ingredient or something like that. So when they make those licorice strips, they're actually made from licorice, and red vines don't have it in there.
It's from a plant or something. I
Well,
don't
my
know
mind is blown.
I don't know what a red vine is anyway. I'm unboxing. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm getting involved. This remnant's coming out.
Who's first?
Hello.
I have a couple of choices.
All right. What are those?
Oh.
So I've got
yes, Blurg.
I've got the Blurg, and the reason that I bought this is because supposedly the Blurg will fit inside the Razor Crest, which I think will be quite cool.
And yeah, that'll be neat.
The other one, we were talking about them earlier.
Oh,
nice.
Yes. Oh,
Hopper, who's my favorite character. I love him.
Have you got a second one on cards? That's not the only one.
I haven't. It is the only one I've got. But the reason that I want this open is because I bought this, which is the colossal T-Rex. It's
Yeah.
massive, and in my head, it's hilarious to have this thing and Hopper with a bottle of wine in one hand and a revolver in the other, pointing.
You get some with jam in them as well, I think.
Mm.
That's good.
MVP of Easter right here.
That's
I'm going to mute my mic while I eat this.
That looks
Oh,
really,
you know what?
really
We may
good.
be buffering a little bit.
Looks really tasty. Really good. Looks very tasty. That.
Okay, hold on. I think
You're the only one. You're the only one buffering. I think.
somebody in the chat said it. So I think everybody's seeing like a buffering. It might be my internet.
I think we're all right.
Oh, somebody
Yeah,
said
looks
welcome back.
okay to me.
Yeah, looks good
Okay.
to me.
All right.
Yeah. So
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
where's Sean gone? Where's Sean gone? Well, we might as well start unboxing then, mightn't we? What's the dude eating?
See, they missed you eating.
The dude is eating something that we don't know what it's called in American. I can't even talk properly. I can't remember what the American name is, but we established it's like a lion's tea cake. It's like a
marshmallow with chocolate around it.
Yeah,
it is not a Black Series figure named Russell Stover, as we established. It is the Russell Stover chocolate marshmallow eggs.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Oh, you got another one.
Oh yeah. I bought my girls 2 12-packs, and I've eaten all of them but 3 in the last week. But if you only have like 2 a day, it kind of adds up. You know what I mean? And they're small.
All right,
I'm like Chris Farley and Happy Gilmore eating all the kids' lunches, like giggling and eating all their food.
Okay, I'm opening my figure. I'm getting.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to
Yeah,
you
it ain't
then.
me.
I'm opening my figure now.
There you go.
Oh, well, I
You
wasn't
can't
expecting
see
you
anything.
to. I wasn't expecting you to put your camera on it, but okay.
Well,
There we
you
go.
said I'm opening it now.
All right. Get it out. Hello there.
Hello there.
Oh, nice
Hello
figure.
there.
Yes, he is.
Let's get his blast effect out. So I love this Wombi app. Has everyone else downloaded the Wombi app?
Oh yeah, I
the
tried it. Deleted it.
You deleted it.
Yeah.
I am going to be making a Wombi video of this man singing a song after this video. It's going to take YouTube by storm. I'm going to get him singing Rick Astley or something. But he's cool. Love the design of this guy. If you go onto someone else, I'm going to move his gun up, and then you can come back to me.
That I really, really appreciate when Black Series puts cool effects in there like that, because it absolutely enhances your display. Takes it to another level, I think, versus just having them posed.
Does it stick in the gun somehow? I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, there's like the 2 little knobs that are like hanging down off the flamethrower. You kind of have to just dangle it in under
I
those.
put glasses on just to stick it in.
You're gonna have to come back to me later. Come back to me. Go on to someone else. I'll figure it out.
Somebody's saying to use Elvis Presley's "Burning Love."
Well, I've got a choice from chat if they want to discuss really quick. But I got this 3-pack. We can do that. We were talking about Cassian Andor, and I need that Death Trooper out of there anyway. Or we can do Off-World Jawa or Admiral Akbar.
Oh, all good choices.
Yeah, but
I still haven't opened. I still haven't opened my Off-World Jawa. I'd like to see how that one looks.
Yeah, I'd like to open that too. So,
all right. So who's opening right now?
I can open this if that's what we're going with. I think there's one vote for a bloke.
I think yeah, you got to vote for that.
It helps on you how this works.
now, do you happen to have the Black Series quill to stick on them?
I don't, but it does come with a quill.
Yeah. You don't have a Mandalorian you can stick on them maybe, or a vintage collection figure?
I don't have any loose vintage collection. I keep them all on cards. I didn't quite realize you have to assemble this thing.
Oh no.
No pressure. Don't worry. I can't even get the gun on this bloody figure. So
I've started the timer now.
Can we get the Benny Hill music?
We need only one Kenobi's monkey music. He's quite cute.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
It's tiny. It's quite well
Yeah.
articulated as well.
he's sweet.
Yeah, the detail on those are just epic. What a good job from Hasbro.
Yeah, it's my first time actually seeing any of this Mission Fleet stuff.
Yeah, I bought my daughter the Mando and the bike, and she loves it. What?
Little rifle.
Dangerous.
God, this
silly side gun.
So you can have an
2
armored
figures
one.
being assembled.
This is high pressure.
This incinerator trooper can't hold the gun and the flame. It goes. It's too heavy for him.
You
Yeah,
can do
mine's
it. You have
laying
to,
on the ground right now
in
in the display.
It's quite a balancing act to get it all together and not have it topple over.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, he's
that's
cool.
That's nice.
He's cool.
Yeah,
It's
they need to give us
awesome.
a Queel on a blurg with in Black Series.
Does he sit? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this thing plugs into the side. I'm not going to bother actually having this on here, but that plugs into the side there, and you can load it and fire it.
Absolute destruction.
So that's kind of cool for a kid. I'm not going to have that on there, but the mouth opens and closes, which is awesome.
That is.
The
Is his tongue all detailed?
Yeah, it's quite well detailed, and the teeth
that
are
is
pretty good.
nice. Yeah.
They're good.
And then the arms, they actually open out to the
Oh,
side
sweet.
and they swivel around. So that's pretty cool as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then there's a tiny bit of movement in the tail, not a massive amount, but enough. And then let me see if he fits on. Sorry, guys, it's probably your longest unboxing in the history of the show.
Don't worry. Trust me, it's not.
Don't worry, because everybody's asking Sean to unbox the 3-pack.
Okay, I'll start now then.
And then he's got his little gun there
that's
as well,
a
which
joke,
is pretty
I bet.
cool.
But that was a joke.
So yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, that's nice. So Thousands Ghost is saying that you can take it to your 3D printer and upscale it. And then Josh is saying he made a custom flame effect for that trooper.
Yeah, I still can't say it. Incinerator. Shoot.
Incinerator.
Okay, put me on, Vern, because I've done him. Just put me
Okay.
on.
Are you done?
Send
Are you
me,
done, Christian?
send
Yeah,
me
yeah,
in.
that's it.
It's a bit droopy.
That's cool.
Did
Don't think
everybody
I've
put their
quite
3D
got it on.
glasses on?
There we go. Effects. He's cool.
It is a cool effect, man. It sprawls across a deep off as well. I mean, it
Can you do
takes
that
up quite a bit
fire?
of space.
Can you do
and
the
it's
fire sound
translucent,
effect?
which is sweet.
I don't know what does fire sound like. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it looks like it's the same effect that they used for the new Boba Fett. They
Yeah,
just
I
put a
think it
different
is, too.
attachment on it.
It's just a little shorter, I think, the Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's
he
hope
is
for more.
He is a totally cool design, though. Love it. Love the pauldron. That's what it's called, isn't it? Very cool. And his helmet.
Josh made some custom flames with out of hot glue. So that's kind of cool.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. It looks like a big sweet, though, doesn't it? Looks like a from a pick and mix. Anyway, sorry.
All right. Blacked Out Ewoks had to go to sleep. Apparently, it's late. Somewhere.
It is. It's 1:30 in the morning here in the UK. All right, you can take the camera off me now, Vern. I'm done.
All right. Who's next?
I think it's Sean, right?
Yeah. So what was
three-pack,
the
Sean.
vote?
Three-pack.
Okay.
Well, that's what it said. I mean, but you can always decide that it
Oh,
was
that's
the
fine.
one that got the least votes wins.
Yeah, I actually got this on clearance for $10.99. I don't know if you can see that. But I got it at Ross, seen it there. Let me put my low power mode on here. And just slide this out. Most exciting thing, we're going to pull this Death Trooper out of here. Looks like he comes with one pistol. Pretty cool little blaster. And he comes with a very unique rifle there. That's pretty cool. Yep. Little shoulder piece on the back. So that's pretty dope. Let's pop this guy out. And then, yeah, this dude is wicked, man. Look at that. I guess,
he's decked out.
Yeah, the accessories that come on him are exclusive to this 3-pack.
So
cool. He's very loose, though, in the legs. But let me check these grenades. Do they come off? But, yeah, that's pretty sick. So that's your Death Trooper.
Nice.
Dude, that thing is awesome. Look at that helmet.
It really is, man. That is pretty sick. We saw Jen a couple weeks ago. Pop her out. This Jen looks like the same as the other ones, but it really isn't that bad. I remember seeing promo shots for this, and I was excited about the release of this figure. So, but that
they
really
had
cool.
When they released that one at Comic-Con before the general release, the only thing they did different was they put the scarf in the package on the side. Right? So it was like the figure and the scarf was not packaged on the figure.
And then finally, we have our lovely Cassian everybody's been talking about.
And that's the one in like almost his regular outfit, which is like, I think that's the only way you can get that figure.
That angle, though, from a distance doesn't look so bad. So,
I was going to say, I think that looks all right, to be honest. It's not like
Dude, I have a different one. The one I have is him on Edu, where he's in the blue coat and he's got the hat with the goggles, and that face sculpt looks better than the one I have for sure.
Yeah, it looks like he comes with 3 accessories. This one here, he's got a nicely little painted blaster with some silver tip on it. And this right here, I guess, is maybe an extension to something. I'm not sure what that is.
It goes on the end of the blaster, and it makes like turns it into the rifle.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
that looks
cool.
Sweet.
Oh, it turns it into that rifle. Nice.
Yeah, so I'll assemble that here. I would need glasses probably. Shoot, I can't see. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So it just connects like that.
Dude,
nice.
That's awesome.
That really is actually. Especially for
is there another piece that goes on the back or no?
There's this piece.
That's the stock, I think, that goes
it does,
up against the shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, ooh, that is pretty sweet. So, pretty cool. Thanks, Vern.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So that's me this week.
Dude, was that candy really your only opener?
Yeah, man. That's my unboxing this week. I hate that chocolate marshmallow.
Are you hitting the sugar crash now?
Yeah, I am. Been popping Reese's cups all day.
So incidentally, that Cassian figure, like, it's just prompted me to think that I am so excited and nervous about the Cassian show, because for me, Cassian is the first time that we've seen a rebel have to make incredibly tough decisions. That opening scene, in Rogue One, that was eye-opening. We haven't seen that side of the rebellion. And a part of me quite liked the mystery behind that. And I hope that Disney has the courage to continue to show Cassian in that light. I hope that we don't see a sort of watered down version that is more palpable to the audience. I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah, that goes on about like that Winter Soldier today was so violent And like you were saying, the opening scene of Rogue One was so gritty and underworld, and he straight killed like 3 people in that scene, I think, in cold blood.
Yeah.
So it was wicked.
Yeah, so like what Sean's saying, you're seeing it in Winter Soldier or the Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I think they're letting you know, hey, we're not going to hold back. That's what I'm hoping too. So yeah. Gives me hope. All right. And now we're moving back into Snacks with the Boys.
Yay! It's my favorite segment.
Do you guys in America get sausage rolls?
Sausage?
My wife makes them at Christmas.
You mean like a hot dog?
For me.
No. A hot dog is obviously a sausage in a bun.
I feel like you have a
sausage
whole
rolls.
I feel like you have a whole sausage ecosystem of food.
They do.
Wait a minute.
Well, sausage is not
Like
as
it's
much as it is
sausage
for steaks, though.
So the sausage in a roll, I'm wondering if that's more like a pigs in a blanket.
Yes,
Very similar.
Yeah.
but on a
Very
larger
similar.
scale.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Pigs in a
That sounds
blanket.
awesome.
Well, Blacked Out
pigs in-
Ewoks left, but he mentioned battered sausage. I love that. But the sausage is so different than the American sausage. I mean, Americans will never understand what British sausage tastes like. Nobody sells it. I've tried. I've been in, St. Louis, Missouri, Sacramento, California, Boston, Massachusetts. I've been all over the country, and nobody has English sausage.
No.
Yeah.
But pigs in a blanket is sausage wrapped in bacon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. So it isn't the same at all.
It's not the same at all. No.
No.
That's
No,
doubling.
what
That's
does
doubling
is,
up. That's doubling
she'll
up
buy
on your
crescent
sausage.
rolls, and then buy those those mini link smokies, little smokies, and she'll wrap those in the crescent rolls, and that's our sausage rolls at Christmas time. But that's the closest you'll get.
You see what happens?
Pigs in a blanket come out at Christmas time when you want to double up the sausage. You get your sausage and you wrap it in more sausage, so you're getting a double whammy of sausage.
I was just joking about the Snacks with the Boys thing.
No, it's the best segment we've ever had. It needs to be a regular segment.
I'm actually crying here, guys.
I know. I'm laughing so hard at this.
Man, there is nothing better than a warm sausage roll that's just come out of the oven at a bakery, and you get that crispy pastry, and then you bite into that juicy sausage. It's like heaven. It's like sausage heaven.
All right. Okay. So for all the people listening on podcast, thank you for tuning into Toys and Food.
I'm hungry after this episode. Like I'm ready to go mange right now for sure.
Oh my gosh, me too. All right. So
Yeah, me too.
You guys ready then?
Hungry.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble after this episode. My daughter just got her license, and I was talking to her grandparents, saying how she drove through a stop sign, and I'm seeing all these text messages going, "How can you say that?" Da, da, da. So I'm busted, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. 17-year-old.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, and the missus.
Oh dear.
I'm in trouble.
Sean's in trouble.
Yeah, Sean's in trouble. So you would like the stream to continue then?
Yeah.
For as long as possible
tonight.
Naughty boy, coming in hot.
Well, look, I feel like we rewarded the people that stuck through to the end. I think they got the payoff they were looking for with the sausage off.
For sure.
All right. So Christian at Smuggler's Canyon, there's your link, and I did put everybody's links in the comments way up at the top. So please go to our channels and subscribe. Go to Smuggler's Canyon's channel. You know that that's my link, and then we got the Dude's Nerdery and Sean Solo 8
coming in hot.
Yes, and Salacious Rum.
That's me. Don't forget it.
And don't forget, our show is available as a podcast right here on YouTube and available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, and probably some more since I made this banner.
For sure. It is.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you have been watching or listening to 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard.
Nice.
Let's see what people have to. say right before we leave here. All right. Nice. Is it real? Oh, they're talking about, see, more food. That was
I think we
great.
stumbled onto something.
Stop signs are a big deal in the U.S. Yes, you have to.
Yeah.
They're not a big deal anywhere else.
Oh
See
yeah,
the
single
pizza slices.
yeah, single
Oh, yeah,
pizza
there you go.
slice.
All right, and
Ham on pineapple.
okay, more sausage. I gotta stop this. What were you gonna say, Salacious? You want me to play your music video on the way out?
Well, I think so, don't you?
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
definitely,
it.
Thanks for
Christian.
coming on.
Thanks for coming.
was
Thanks for
fun.
It's been
coming.
great. It's been great.
Thanks for coming.
All right.
So,
We're back. Dude's Nerdery. Oka Studio.